And hello, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Hello.
It is us, Hard Knock Dice. I am Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and all these people around me right here are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today we're going to be continuing on our Across Eberron campaign, but before we hop back into it, just a couple of announcements to let you guys know what's going on with Hard Knock Dice. Right below me here, you will see a little gauge where we are raising money for Extra Life. They raise money for sick and injured kids all across the continental United States. So right below me, we're at $1,300. We have some giveaways that we're doing for those things. So at $1,500, we're going to be giving away a digital copy of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. At $2,500, we're going to be giving away a SteelSeries gaming mouse, and at $3,500, our ultimate goal is we're going to be giving away a SteelSeries gaming keyboard. So if you feel so inclined, open up your heart and your wallet, help those guys out. And this little thermometer will go up and we'll give some cool stuff away on the next stream. Our second cool thing that's going on right now is a Kickstarter being done by Kaushik right up here in this quarter. Our Hard Knock Dice's very own Brittany at Brittany is doing a Kickstarter, and you can do exclamation Kickstarter in chat. Thank you, Hydra, for doing that. She is making spellbound enamel pins, and they're these really cool and hard, like black and gold enamel pins depicting several different spells such as Gentle Repose, Revivify, and Fireball. She's also got some holographic stickers to go along with them. I think we're a little over halfway last time I checked to that goal, which is really cool. We got, I think, 17 more days left to get it funded. So again, go check them out. You get some really cool things. So check out that link. And I believe I missed a birthday 20. That is my fault. Now I'll never do such a thing again. Gorham, also Spoons, aka James, aka The Bonkening. His birthday was the other week and I missed it. As is tradition around here, you'll be getting a birthday 20. Not expiring until your next birthday next year. Plus one. We'll play around with the date since I messed up with it. All right.
Dope.
Anyways, with all that, let's get into the recap from last week's episode. After showing up at Dr. Aron's house to get some more information about Dr. Zrick Greetcholk, someone who had gone mad after being in touch with seemingly some sort of run-in with the plane of Zoriat. Getting a foreboding message, they decided to trace down his last known contact, Dr. Aron Quinala. After finding her, a history professor at Morgrave University, and having a brief conversation with her, they found out that this happened in some of the caves of the Baishik Mountains. And why she couldn't give them, while she couldn't give them the exact map of the caverns, she could show them an entry point. However, RTM had let her know that the end of the world was nigh in exactly a year or so, and offering her proof to do so, the curiosity of the professor got the best of her, and she said, yes, I would like proof. Bringing out what was a smaller tentacle from Zoriat, was no longer smaller. It turned into something more massive and more of a problem, knocking out members of the party, including Crowley and the good professor herself, and grappled up, doing some running their minds through the plane of Zoriat, just tearing their minds asunder. After dispatching of this, the good professor seemed to have fallen to some sort of madness herself. Gandalin approached her to walk her up to maybe get her out of the house was a better idea, and to go to a friend's house for a couple of days after just noticing something was off with her. Following her up to her room just to make sure that she was safe and everything had happened smoothly, she started screaming and approached Gandalin, grabbing his face and passing along some of the madness of Zoriat to Gandalin. The party then trying to subdue the good professor, who is just surely ill at the moment, not meaning them ill will. Kaushik also undercame some sort of madness bestowed by the professor, until Gorham ran in, tackled her to the ground, and the party eventually got her restrained. Artyom now facing off with Gandalf, attempting to prevent him from jumping off of a bridge as he was running from his spheres. We now have Artyom. I froze. So if the recording is good, I'm
Not
good.
even
But
me.
now everybody's froze. Okay, all right, here I am.
Yeah, we lost you.
Yeah, I know. I saw the moment I froze. Thankfully, gotta call Google. I guess Google, if you're watching, please fix this. However, we left off with Gorum holding down the now tied and bound Dr. Aron, and Gandalf and Artyom in a face-off outside. Gandalf has just regained his senses. Kaushik has regained her own as well. And this is where we pick back up. On the top floor of Dr. Aron's townhome, as Gorum has her grappled and she is now bound and restrained. And Gandalf and Artyom are outside. Whoever would like to pick it up first.
Are we still in initiative order? Because if we are, I was next in initiative.
You are not. Currently, she is bound, and everybody's madness has faded for now. So
You can go first anyway.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Hey, he did say within there, if you want to do something, punch her right in the jaw, whatever you're gonna do.
currently, she is bound on the ground after some redoing of the rope and tying her down. She's just sitting there, 1,000-mile stare off into nothingness, and just whispering to herself.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, at the end of last week's episode, you did say that she pressed her forehead against Gorum's for one reason or another.
Mm-hmm. She did.
I am going to combination drop kick / baseball slide her body off of his, or her I don't want to kick her in the head, but like I want to jostle her to where she is no longer touching his head with her head.
Okay.
So I don't know how this works. I don't know if it's a hand grasp crazy or a touch my body crazy, but I want her to not be touching him.
Gotcha. We'll say it's a shove action if you are, unless you're intending damage with this.
Shove her with my feet.
Yeah. Sure. Go for it.
She said no skin.
You would have advantage on this as she is currently restrained.
Do I add anything to it? What do I?
Your whatever your bonus to athletics is, if you look at your character sheet.
Okay.
Right.
So good news is the roll went from a 6 to a 13. My athletics is +0, so it's just a 13.
That will succeed. Kaushik, you seeing her lifting her forehead and placing it against Gorum's and not knowing whatever is happening, sort of slide in and kick her head off to the side, actually like rotating her body like the arms on a clock, like away, so her face is away from Gorum's, and now he's just sort of like full side control on her, even though she is bound at the moment.
I'm just gonna say, try not to let her touch you. Try not to let her touch you.
That's one way to do it.
I panicked.
Transitioning the camera out to Gandalf and Artyom.
Yeah.
Gandalf sitting on the edge of this bridge, looking at Artyom, who has just given you a threat, and the images that have faded from your mind. And Kaushik and Gandalf, it is important to note that the images that were presented to you, you have not forgotten. They are still there. They are very, very vivid.
That was definitely what I was about to ask.
They are like very vivid memories.
I'm unresponsive.
Beck, I'm carrying him away from the bridge. Fucking, I don't know that he snapped out of it.
Okay.
Attack me?
Well, not peck, like I'm grappling you with my beak. Give me the gribbity grab. I don't know if you're resistant or what, but that's a it's a 17.
I'm not resisting though. I will intentionally fail that.
All right.
Limply drag Gandalf away from the edge of the bridge. Currently, our scenario is Artyom as Quetzal is just limply dragging along Gandalf, Milo still flying outside of the window of Dr. Aron's house, looking in at Kaushik, who is just drop kick pushed the poor doctors. Where is Crowley at in all of this? There's a bunch of cats he's hoarding outside.
Yeah, there's the doctor had a lot of cats I'm trying to juggle around with out of the way. Like, don't get hurt, cat. As I recall, Crowley had stepped up past the stairs, closer.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was past one of the dwarves, and that's where he is. He's still there.
Just in the doorway, watching all of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the situation is in your guys' control at the moment, as the doctor is not initiating anything, and she is standing there, or she is laying there rather restrained and just sort of whispering now to herself.
Noticing that Archim is not back with Gandalf yet, you're like,
if you guys have everything under control, I'm gonna go check on the others.
You just see Gandalf fly into the window and like 4 feet of beak just. And I will just say to someone, who's the closest person to I guess Milo, since you're probably about to jump out. Milo, I'll say it to your head. Milo, restrain him or something. He's going crazy. He's trying to jump off the bridge.
Oh God.
we'll take Gandalf.
Kaushik!
He's just carrying like a baby boy. He's come here.
What am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do?
He said hold him, just hold him.
Okay.
Is there a bed?
Yeah, she's in her bedroom, or she was in her bedroom. So this entire scenario that happened upstairs is in her bedroom.
But she's on the floor, right?
Correct, she's on the floor.
Gandalf's going on the bed.
Okay. Sort of pull him through the window.
And here we go. Yes. Archim, what the fuck happened?
He tried to jump off the bridge, and then I tried to save him, and he stabbed me quite a few times. And threw knives at me.
Is he unconscious or just unresponsive?
Unresponsive. I'm like not completely limp, but after being put on the bed, I probably like sat up and just kind of like drew my knees up to my chest, kind of completely 1,000-yard staring.
It's gonna fall squarely in the Milo doesn't know what the fuck to do category.
Right.
Understand. This teaches me as a player to ever help anyone ever again. Never being helpful.
Let the NPCs die.
Hey, Brittany.
No, I'm sorry.
it's all good. It's all good. You guys sit here, some of you recovering, and just sort of getting over this. Nothing is happening at the moment. No one is disturbing you. So after a few moments just sort of pass by, Dr. Arun does not seem to be breaking from whatever is afflicting her at the moment. And she, aside from those of you who are in the room right now, you don't see any pictures of the wall of family. All the pictures she does have seem to be of colleagues. She seems to have dedicated to her life to academics. So you see colleagues from Moorgrave University, and including Dr. Greytrolk, and you guys also have the paper that she has given you to sort of mark the entrance of the caves that they went into originally when what happened to Zroik happened. But she is not currently responsive to anyone. If someone gets close, she will acknowledge their existence and then sort of like try to move towards them a bit. But being restrained, she's not like fighting against it really. It's not aggressive. It is just on recognition of someone approaching and locking eyes with them, trying to get close to them somehow.
Quick question. When Gandalf jumped through this window, did he jump through an open or closed window?
I believe I described it as crashing out of the window because it was not open. So it is open now in the worst kind of way.
All right. Well, it's already broken, so I'll just sort of start to push my full head into there and shift back into a normal-sized Artyom and just kind of go through the window. Ugh. All right. What is going on? Wait. Like, what happened? Gandalf tried to jump off the bridge and then attacked me, and now he is.
Similar insanity stuff. Here, she went crazy trying to grab people, and it's been, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so her and Gandalf both went insane.
I don't know,
looks like.
Kaushik.
Oh, go ahead.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, well, let's tie the both of them up, and I actually get some manticles that I don't think I've used yet, so I don't know how deep. Maybe we should put the manticles on the. Or did you guys restrain her last session?
You
Yeah,
look on
she's
the floor.
tied up.
She is currently
Okay.
tied up via silk rope.
Badly tied up. You
Alright.
probably look over and it's like a figure 8 or something.
With RTM's high survival, you will see she's probably not struggling a lot. If she were, that would come undone. It's basically like a bow knot across her chest.
Can I, while they're doing what they're doing, I would like to approach Gandalf. He's on the bed, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and I just want to, I know he's not, responsive. I'll give him a couple snaps to see if he responds to it. Probably not, right?
Negatory.
Okay, I'm going to get up into his, ear zone. I'm not trying to hide what I'm saying from anybody, but quiet enough to where he knows it's for him. And I'm just going to be like, Gandalf, whatever she showed you, it wasn't real.
Wait, what do you mean? She showed you?
She grabbed my head, she grabbed my face, and I was back where I was trained, and he was there, and it wasn't real. And whatever she showed Gantwin wasn't real.
Oh, so she's not crazy. She's turning people crazy. She's probably also crazy.
Yeah, it's both.
There's no way it's a coincidence that she grabbed my head and that happened.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of look between the dwarves. Everyone else okay?
Doing just great. Aye, doing fine. We should take her to the sanatorium.
Yeah.
Just drop her off. None of us are mental health officials.
We have to let them know the danger she poses, though, Gorham. If this were to... contagious insanity? I don't know. That sounds like a potentially bad thing if they're not aware of it.
Gorham nods.
Well, we can discuss it over the next few minutes. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. Gandalf kind of... he's got a lot of pointy things, so I'm going to need a little bit of a rest before I start going back into a shape-shifting form.
Okay. I'm going to assume you guys are looking for a short rest again here. For the second time today,
leaving.
in the matter of just a couple of minutes.
Man, I need a long rest.
Archer
So-
needs like a 2-week vacation.
All right. You guys,
But,
go ahead.
well, yeah, I was just going to keep talking while we start trying to get down.
Mhm.
And unless anyone stops me, I probably am going to try and bury, I guess what's the word for it? Without any type of carefulness as far as being gentle with this woman, properly tie her up and then try and put the mantles on Gamlin unless someone stops me, because I don't know how people are going to keep going crazy.
Go for it.
And then afterwards, I'm just going to kind of look between the dwarfs and Milo and kind of give a nod at Kaushik, is she okay? I wasn't here. It's kind
I
of...
don't know that he poses a danger anymore. I don't know that you need to do that. I don't know if you'd want to tie me up too.
Hey, if you know what, if you're offering, it better safe than sorry, right?
Not offering, but
Archim, you said he got you pretty good. Can I take a look at your injuries?
Well, they're mostly to the dinosaur form, so it's only got a couple of little scratches here and there. I'm not super terrible off.
All right, you made it sound like you got pretty roughed up.
I'm going, and you see me just slowly starting to, a lot more gently, put some tires around Caution. I turn around, there's just like a big gash across my back, bleeding all over the place. Like, it's not, I'm pretty fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
house is on fire. He says, "This is fine."
Gonna probably like go behind Archim and just make sure. Like,
You comfortable there, Kaushik?
It's fine.
I don't know if fine is quite the word, but all right.
I'd rather not hurt you guys. If Gandalf was able to hurt you, I don't want to do the same.
I will comment that I do not relinquish my sword.
I'd like to go check on the doctor,
Okay.
and I just want to examine her briefly to
Okay.
kind of ascertain like what exactly how it got to her. Maybe it was just the contact or how long the contact was, etc. Just to see, just a guess.
All right. What are you trying? What are you trying to extract? It'll be a medicine check, but
It's not really like I'm just trying to not her status, but how the tentacles interaction with her. Guessing that was the result. The insanity was the result. Like what happened to her, etc.
Make an intelligence check. Just pure intelligence check for me.
Hey, you know what? That's not too good. Let's do it. 16.
16. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
You know that she was the only one grappled up quite in the mess like you were. You with a 16, I'll say you're able to put that together. No one else was damaged in the way that you and her were, and like you, she went unconscious in its grasp. You remember just fleeting images as you were also hurt and at 0 hit points, and between reality rending itself in front of your eyes and just being presented with concepts of infinity and nothingness at the same time, seeing Gorham pulling her limp form out of the writhing tentacles.
Yeah, then she got pulled out earlier than I did, didn't she? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe by a round or two, yeah.
Okay, so Crowley's quietly just his mask. He's gonna tilt his head slightly, and then he's gonna look over at the rest of the party, just contemplating something, before standing up and moving over to Kushik. Because she's eating, and I want to disrupt her OOC.
Rowdy, is something wrong?
A moment of your time, if you please.
I give him a moment of my time.
To the side, away from the others.
Well, lead me there, because I'm tied up.
Yeah. Oh, you're tied up, yeah.
I'm not like hog tying you or anything.
It's like,
Pick me up and carry me like a pig to the spit.
Only one may remain. No, I'm kidding. What happened when you lost your mind? Can you describe that?
All I remember is she touched my face, and then immediately I was back in our training grounds with each other in front of me. It's all that happened. It seemed so real. I don't know how it wasn't. I know that it couldn't have been, but I don't know how it couldn't have been.
Just for clarification, OC, did we bind her to a chair? Or did we...
No, I think I'm standing up. I think just my hands are bound, right?
Okay.
Yeah, just tied her hands up
Okay, cool.
in case she tries to do something. I mean, that spell casting will be a little bit harder.
Okay.
Y'all watch out. Y'all saw what these feet can do.
I'm okay with
Got a
that.
baseball slide y'all out the window.
Well, you see kind of like a little light spark from behind his mask. I don't think you're in as much danger as Gandalf per se. We got to you relatively quickly. But I'm not so sure about the doctor. She was in his grasp, the tentacle's grasp, for quite a while. And the mask is, he just like falls silent and then he just like tilts his head again. So was I.
I'm just gonna look of realization just washes over Kaushik's face. The
And
doctor.
then his hand's gonna move to your shoulder immediately.
Oh fuck! Oh god!
Shit. Oh shit! I need you to listen to me. I know
I'm
you've.
incredibly pull away. Sorry, go ahead.
Calm down. Soothing. Song of rest. You've seen some outbursts of mine. It's seen perhaps a little bit of out of character for me at point in times. Case in point, with the young Pip, whatever her name was, that we dealt with. Outbursts. It's very important to me that should my mind break like the doctor's, the body must be taken care of. Don't take me to the sanatorium. Are we clear?
Crystal.
And then he's gonna sparkle. Anyway, no, he's gonna move away, and he's gonna beeline to Artyom. Artyom, I think you need to tie me up.
All right, yeah, let's. Does anybody have some more rope?
I've got
I'm
plenty.
just gonna. Oh, I was gonna lift my hand to say you can use mine.
Look on the bright side, it's silk. I got you that comfy rope.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my.
Should I roll survival checks for these or anything like that?
You're pretty good at it. Go ahead. They're willing. Roll it with advantage.
No, don't roll it, man. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Go ahead and roll it with advantage because it's on a willing creature.
The good doctor gets a dirty 20. Kaushik gets a 23, and Crowley gets a 27. Oh no, the light caught that weird. That's only a 17.
Okay.
I thought it was a 19, but it was just a 9.
All right.
I'm about to say, Crowley got that professional job.
Our team's getting real good as he's going on.
I was giving him guidance the whole time. No, you. Yeah.
All right.
Crowley's like, this is my fetish. You have to go around like this.
Over the top.
Anyways.
Yeah, Crowley's just gonna like sit cross-legged and just get bound up wherever and just kind of meditation pose.
Okay. Crowley, you can't help but as you're just sitting here, recall some of the things, horrible visions that were shown to you, and it just sort of, it makes you blink away as you start to feel your mind pursue them, and you feel reality sort of being left, like as if in a rear view, and you pull yourself back.
I'm just gonna start humming like a very, low tune, just very sad, very somber song.
You guys all get a short rest in, so any short rest abilities you have or recharge any hit points that you may have lost in the little scuffle are back now.
And Song of Rest 1d8 if you use any die.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Out. Is it singing a song of rest, I guess?
He's humming it.
Yeah.
He said he was humming a sad song. All right. So, you guys get up and get yourself situated and outside of the house. The bottom floor is still missing right now. Is there anything else you guys would like to do at Dr. Aron's house before you leave for the sanatorium?
Yeah, not lose my mind. I think that's easy to accomplish. Just not
Okay.
today.
All right.
Does anyone else have any other weird mental issues going on within this time of the next short rest or so?
Not that you can see.
All right. During the rest, I would like to at least go over to Gandolin and just kind of. You're all right, buddy? Can you hear me? Okie dokie.
I'm gonna add Artyom.
I will respond into Crowley's head that
Get this loot away from me.
the loot.
Yeah, the magical loot.
All right, I'll pick it up. What do you want me to do with it?
Just hold on to it. Just keep it away from me.
Sure. All right.
Don't
All right.
play it. Absolutely don't play it.
Why wouldn't you say that? I wasn't going to play it, but now you're just over here trying to tempt me to play it now. What will
Don't
happen
play
if I play it?
Bad things. It'll hurt.
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to take your word for it, and I won't play it because, sure. Just because you asked nicely.
Always.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of an issue here. And the doctor's completely non-responsive this whole time as well, right?
There's minor responses to when you walk up. She seems to acknowledge your existence and to just slightly pull against her restraints. Like I said, it's not violent in any sort of manner. She just sort of slightly noted when you get within her periphery, notices your presence, just locks onto eyes with you and starts to try and move in your direction. And
All
for
right.
those that get close enough, what she's mouthing currently just seems to be gibberish. It doesn't seem to be, even if Milo and Gandolin were to approach her and sort of listen in, it's not rhythmic. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? Similar to some of the like consonants and vowels that you guys were pulling from Dr. Zrick at the moment. It seems purely nonsense. Seems like just a bunch of hums, clicks, clacks, and individually, like any sound that she can make with her mouth is just sort of happening at the moment.
Not getting close to her, just from across the room, I'll try to call out her name. Dr. Quinella. Hello? She make any response that she's responding to like verbal commands at all? Or not commands, but stimulant? All right.
Not really. It seems to be just visual at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, this is markedly bad. I don't know if she's safe to take to the sanatorium if other people will go insane there. I mean, is she going to be a danger to other people if she touches them?
I'd say yes.
I feel like yes.
So where should we take her? Is it? I mean, I've never been to a sanatorium before, so
Why not try the academy or one of the magical institutes?
We could do that. If we do take her to the sanatorium, I mean, they're gonna have the resources for restraining a physically dangerous individual if they'll understand and believe the potential threat that contact with her could.
Give me a basic just intelligence check or a history check, Milo.
History, you said?
Yeah, I'll give one to anyone. Yeah, give me a history check. That's fine, Milo.
I'll roll 2.
I'll pass.
That is a 17.
Okay. Madness is, I mean, there are magic users all across Eberron, right? And this in Sharn, certainly you would think that they have dealt with magic users that are in fact that have gone through either mental health issues or something like Dr. Aaron has gone through. So it would make sense to Milo that they would have something in place to deal with some type of danger. Maybe not this specifically, but they would have something.
They might have to adapt some of their existing measures, but they should have the resources at their disposal.
All right, okay. If it'll be safe, then I guess let's do that. Not exactly sure how I'm going to carry everyone when half the people are bound up. Is it safe for me to even touch this woman?
I mean, I wouldn't let her hands or head touch you.
Bind her up in a blanket. Carry the blanket.
Yeah, I'll be a stork for today, I guess.
So the rest of us could, just hire a regular sky carriage or something. We don't all have to ride with you if it's going to become difficult or dangerous.
No,
I will say, I tackled her to the ground and restrained her, and I am fine. So, you should be alright. Just don't let her talk to you. Or touch your fucking head.
I will send Gorham a mental message. Hey, but I believe you and I are probably thicker head than the rest of people here.
Not thicker than Melgrim's.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh no, I said that in my head.
All right. So is the plan to everybody can I'm not gonna say you guys have to call a carriage. Your guys' hands are tied. That would make spell casting difficult, but you could hold on to like the fur of a Quetzal. I mean, let's say that's the doctor, however, who is hogtied, would need to be carried in like a claw or something.
I'm going to get her on her bed sheets and stork her up.
Okay. All right. Little to no resistance as you do. They have some.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Quetzals have fur?
Yep. We have weird furry things.
Okay.
I don't know if it's fur or just like really weird, awkward, fine feathers or how it works with lizard dinosaur things.
You know what? They're ethereal teal fur, and that's what we're going with. All right. All right. You guys stork up the good doctor. Unless there's anything else you would like to do at the house itself, feel free to stop me. Stork up. Go ahead.
What does Gandalin do when I try to get him off the bed to get the sheets?
I'll stand up.
All right, yeah, I'll give you a good old shoulder squeeze of cool, and then get him up awkwardly.
Yeah, like when pulled, I move.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Bringing up everybody onto the Quetzal form of RTM. Storking up the doctor. This could definitely be seen as kidnapping if the wrong people catch you. You guys make your way down to the sanatorium using your background RTM. It's a fairly quick process going back down to the sanatorium itself. And you're back at the Jarasco Sanatorium near the Fallen District. Downwards, just sort of foggy and very solemn down here. Bringing her through the front door. You guys are greeted by, since this is merely maybe 2-3 hours after you had visited the first time, you were greeted by a familiar halfling who had taken you to see Dr. Zrick. Oh, welcome back. Just sort of stops talking as she sees Dr. Aaron like mumbling back to herself and someone propping her up somewhat.
Do not let her touch you.
What's going on? Go get a doctor now.
She's been touched by Zoriat. She's gone crazy and is inflicting others with.
We prefer
Vision.
language not like that. And it's at the point someone's running down there, going like bringing out a wheelchair around a corner. Explain what happened to me, please?
She's
Same.
Oh, go ahead.
She's been touched by a random bout of magical madness that is contagious. You need to care for her you need to take precautions when caring for her. Do not let her touch or speak to you.
It looks like she can't touch anyone at the moment.
I thought you bound her behind my back, so I'm just like, oh yeah, hey, what's up?
Take the chair. We're gonna need a stretcher instead. You said she can. Don't let her touch it. For what reason? I'm sorry.
The effects of the magical malady seem to spread when touched. I do not know what caused this, but it is indeed quite severe. I saw it happen to 2 other people before
While
managing to restrain her.
While he's speaking, I'll like gesture at Gandalin and the other restrained individuals.
I am still holding an unsheathed sword.
Oh, you're
Oh,
still
God.
holding it.
Yeah. I never sheathed my blade.
Oh.
I would like death grip on the hilt this
It-
entire time.
Oh, I missed that.
You had to restrain her. Then it looks like you've had a bit of a. She like tries to get your gaze, Gandalf, and she's looking at you. Is everyone else all right?
We think we're still waiting to see. It's been a rough couple of hours.
Maybe it's best if what you're saying is in fact true. Maybe it's best if we take a look at all of you.
Yeah,
I think-
great.
By all means.
An examination might be best, yes.
At this point, a doctor, you'd see like white lab coat sort of deal, another halfling coming around, another a female halfling, just sort of blonde ponytail pulled up high. Gives a brief rundown from the nurse who's been helping you guys out, and it's a stretcher comes around the corner, and they lift up the doctor and put her on the stretcher so you guys aren't sitting there supporting her weight. Doctor like reaches across the counter and puts on gloves, but gloves that are like silver lining in them, like runing silver lining across them, and like brings up just sort of looking into her eyes. It seems to be examining her. Yes, I would like I'd like to check out the rest of you as well. Is everyone on board with that? And who is, well, first we'll need names and information, but I suppose who's the next contact, or which one of you is the contact for who is this?
I provide the name of the doctor, and I said,
This is Aaron Quinala.
Okay. You guys go through the process of getting her checked in. Who is the next of contact for her?
I literally met her a few hours ago. She is the contact for the doctor that we are coming here to see. Or that we came there to see.
You just see like a moment of realization, like connecting what is going on like between the two.
She works at Moorgrave, so perhaps someone from the university.
Okay. We have plenty of contacts at Moorgrave. We'll start reaching out immediately. If you would please, down here, I would just like to. Sir, could you put the blade away?
He's just kind of been like that.
he was one of the unlucky contacts with the doctor.
Sort of walks up to you, Gano, and reaches her hand out slowly, like she is approaching a animal rescue would approach an aggressive dog, right? It slowly reaches her hand up, not for the blade, but towards her forearm, and just sort of touches it lightly.
Nothing.
Sweetheart, look at me.
Just keep staring off into the distance.
If we're gonna help you out, we're gonna need you to put down the blade. No one here's to hurt you. No one at all. I need you to help us in order to help you. Whatever it is, we can figure it out. Everyone here is on your side, though. Everyone is on your side. You're surrounded by friends and professionals who care. In order to
No
take
response.
please come with me. And she beckons towards the rest of you to follow her off to the side a bit. Whoever would like to join. We may need to subdue your friend, and for that I would like your permission and perhaps your help. You know him best, and right now it looks like he needs a friend or friends. However, I cannot endanger the life of my staff. We must do what we must do right now. It's in his best interest. I beg you to trust me at this moment.
How do you intend on subduing him?
Chemically.
Well, look at the others.
Absolutely. This is the best course of action.
I would defer to Milo. I am not. I don't know how those things work. I know how like some herbs and stuff like that work, but not. I don't know what she means necessarily by using chemical medicines.
Yeah, Crowley's gonna look over to Milo. Say,
I mean, I've knowledge, medicine, and arcana, so if she could run that by me, that'd be cool.
Sure. Roll a medicine check real quick.
Yeah, that'd be a 21.
She's not aware that you're a medical professional, but after speaking with you a bit, she's a very basic sedative that would cause him to not necessarily pass out, but would definitely make him more pliable. So somewhat of a sedative, but not necessarily to completely put him under. She says, well, that would be the first step. I don't want to render him unconscious because we still do need to talk to him. However, if that does not work, then we may need to resort to something stronger that would put him under.
Okay.
I simply need the weapon out of his hand, and if you would like your chance to talk to him first, by all means. I just need the weapon out of his hand. While you do that, I'll step away and I'll get what we need. And she steps and walks down the hallway. You guys have a couple of minutes to try to talk Gandalf if you would like to, kind of holding his sword.
I'll look over at the others.
So who wants to try to speak to him?
I can speak to him. He's right there. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, you're probably the best pick on team. Me and Gandalf haven't always seen eye to eye. Might not be too receptive to me.
I'll join you.
I'll try to help in any way I can as well, Artyom.
Okay, they'll walk out and talk to Milo and just sort of. I'm sorry, talk to Gandalf and just sort of kind of get into his line of sight wherever he's staring off into. Like, hey, buddy, got any bells ringing in there, my friend?
Unfocused.
I will start trying to take the sheath off of your hip slowly.
So you're trying to like unbuckle my like sword belt?
If I have to unbuckle the whole belt for the sheath to come off. So if we have to manhandle it from you, I would prefer it to be a blade and a sheath.
Yeah. I mean, I have the sword in hand and then like sword belt that has like several of my knives on it as well.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably start to unbuckle that. I'm just trying to get your your sword back to where you might not hurt anybody with it. All right.
Oh, when you reach for my like belt to start unhooking, it just hands immediately come up and like push you back, and still
one
unfocused, like not completely focused, but more attentive.
Hey, it's just me. It's okay.
Gandalwin, will you allow us to give you some medicine that will help you relax? I wouldn't give you anything that would hurt you. Will you trust me to give you some medicine, Gandalwin? It's not going to incapacitate you, it's just to help you relax.
I'm fine.
Oh, he speaks. Are you? You're holding that sword out. You're.
Like, yeah. Just
We'll tell them, because they want you to not have your sword. I'll tell them that you need it right now, but can you please hold it sheathed, maybe?
Yeah.
We're here. You don't need that sword. We'll be your sword.
I just put my sword back, but still one hand gripping the hilt, like left hand just kind of holding on to it.
Pat him on the shoulder awkwardly.
Closer.
See that doctor just sort of standing off to the side at this point, seeing this, hands something off to a nurse. So glad we've come to that. Would you be okay taking it off your hip?
I just stare at her.
I'll personally hold it until we hand it back to you, if you would be willing.
I don't think so. Just don't break eye contact with the doctor.
She looks down as she approaches you, breaking eye contact with you. Approaches again and says, puts her hand on the small of your back, slowly and gently the entire time, says, let's go this way, and leads you. I would like to get around to all of you, but the rest of you who all
I don't move.
You don't move at all?
Nope.
Oh shit.
She is sitting there right now with her hand on your back. And go ahead.
What do you want?
We're just going to check on you. That's it. And she removes her hands. I know I am strange. I'm someone new and I am not in your group. I just want to help.
You're having a... You got touched by the doctor and she did some stuff in your head and you're acting a little funny. So we're just checking up to make sure you're okay is all. You're safe now. You're just, dotting all the I's and crossing the T's. That's all. And I mean, these guys, they're scared of swords. They don't know. They don't know you like we know you.
Just look back at the doctor. You first. Just kind of dip my head forward direction she was trying to push me.
Of course. I am going to request that one or multiple of you that have helped me through this process, so Gandalwin has someone to support him. Well,
I was already up and walking after him.
Okay.
The whole party just goes into the room.
She brings you to this hallway filled with rooms, and it looks like examination rooms. There's about 4 or 5 of them down here, and brings you to the first one. Gandalwin opens up the door, walks in herself, walks around the room itself as if to show you that it is safe. Just sort of and beckons everyone in. Everyone meaning the ones that are accompanying Gandalwin and Gandalwin himself. Perfectly fine, and you just have a seat right here for me. It's basic like doctor chair in the middle of the room sort of deal.
Does it move? Or what kind? Is this like sealed? Like
It's
on,
like a
on the floor?
mounted, yeah, it's like a mounted sort of bed chair.
Yeah, I don't sit down.
All right, you just
Are there other chairs in the room?
no. There's like a little, a very short like swiveling chair, probably made for a halfling doctor, you would assume.
Shit.
Yeah, I take a few steps in the room and I'll just turn and face the doctor.
Okay.
But I don't sit down.
I'll be right back. No need to worry. Please get comfortable. Nothing to worry about here. He steps out in the hallway. The rest of you, who is going into the room, just so I can kind of keep track of it? Who's going in the room with Gandalf, Milo, and Artyom?
Monsieur Milo.
All right. Is there anyone else other than Milo and Artyom? Okay. Brings you in. The rest of you, if you would, have a seat in the rooms. We have full, so 1, 2, 3. One of you will have to double up. If this is okay. Very
It's
well.
fine.
Okay. And takes you into rooms. Again, when you're sort of the first one visited, she pulls out a small crystal from one of the things, clicks the side of it, and shines a little light. And I'm quite short. Would you mind bending down so I just want to see the responsiveness of your eyes to light.
I just kind of think for a second, and then like kneel on like one knee, just kind of tie level.
Just for sake of brevity here, she goes through a basic examination, checking you physically for any sort of wounds and just sort of checking some of your reactions, all of which are unaffected. Unlike things are reacting. You are actively speaking to her. Your eyes are reacting to light. You are in no way sort of like catatonic or otherwise affected, other than your current mental status. She takes the crystal.
I ensure that I never put my back to her.
Okay.
And when he kneels down to talk with her, I will also kneel down for the sake of solidarity.
Okay. All right. You've been through something, and they said that she touched you and that it affected you. How did it affect you?
Saw things that weren't there. Believe things that weren't true.
These things can have an effect on us because it was very real to us. I assure you it wasn't. You have very good friends here.
Just, like small nod.
And they are taking very good care of you.
I glance down at the manacles briefly. Just kind of.
I will send him a mental message. You stabbed me like at least 6 times.
Do not respond.
I just didn't want the halfling to hear that.
Do you still feel that you're in danger?
Any more than normal.
Yeah, but normal has recently changed for you.
Shrug.
Right. I think that with time and processing, that you'll be fine. I would suggest opening up about what it is you saw. I can tell that you don't trust me, and that's fine. I am a stranger to you. But the things they are doing, and she reaches out and sort of like touches the manacles. These are for your own good. At the moment, I suppose. Do you think we could take these off of him?
Sure.
Okay. Your manacles fall off. The madness that was, that you're saying was spread. Your friend said it was by touch. She takes one of the silver-lined gloves off of her hand and goes in as if just for a handshake for you, Gandolin. And grabs either side of your hand, tiny halfling hands. One hand gloved, one hand not, and just sits there for a moment. Well, puts the glove back on. Seems that whatever that was not spread to your friend. I think you'll be okay. Perhaps take it easy for a while. Sort of looks to Artyom and Milo, looking for confirmation. Perhaps a break is needed. For a moment. Okay.
Some rest for sure.
Very well. Gandolin, it was a pleasure talking with you. And I am going to recommend that perhaps you open up to your friends about what you saw. But I don't think anything else from us is going to be necessary. I don't want to... What?
You froze for like half a second.
For half a
That or I
second?
froze, one of the two.
I don't think anything is going to be necessary from us. She kind of goes back to addressing Artyom and Milo. I would keep a close eye on your friend. Just to make sure he doesn't act out in defensive. When someone's gone through something like this, typically everything they can do can be quite defensive. Anything they perceive as a threat could be defended against, which could result in, well, I don't have to explain that to you. But if he's any good with the blade on his side,
Let's
then
kind of turn to the side a little bit to, yep, back's not all bloody or anything. We're good.
So, a close eye and perhaps a conversation every now and again. Suggestions: don't push the subject too hard. If he withdraws, you withdraw as well. Reach only as much as you need to. She's sort of talking you on how to talk to Gandolin in a more like soft tone and like the briefest conversation or instruction on how to try and reach someone who's gone through something like this. It's like, but with something like this, opening up to a stranger would be nigh impossible and probably not helpful. Potentially dangerous towards someone else. So I'm gonna leave this in your hands, and hopefully we don't see him back here. If he does react out dangerously, you will need to bring him back. That's a responsibility that you will have on your shoulders.
Alright, I will take the best care of it.
She turns for a moment. Should you need them or anything, she brings out 2 vials of something and places them in Milo's hands.
Shit.
a light sedative, as we were discussing, to bring him back down to reality. Oh, there goes Rabbity. Oh, he's so mabbity. She does not start wrapping him in.
Dear God, she's too powerful.
I will, where Gandalf can clearly see me holding them and putting them in a pouch so as to be like, I'm not deceiving you. This, you know I have this and you know where it's at.
Right.
Kind of thing. Make sure Gandalf sees me putting it in that pouch.
I don't think you'll need to. Don't stop treating him as you've been treating him. That's not what he's looking for right now, but the conversations that you have, they'll reach out every now and again to talk. Gandalf, it was a pleasure meeting you, and separate the two is my advice to you. What is real and what didn't happen. I know it was very real to you. I can tell. Separate them. Put it in a vacuum, throw it off to the side. There is an option that I can provide that I do not like to, because I would rather step over this, but we can remove it from his mind altogether.
I squint.
Yeah, that's alright. There's no reason to blame someone's head.
Well, he wouldn't remember it. And of course, Gandalf, I would like to... We would want your permission for something like that. We would not do it without it. So, if it is something that you need removed, that you cannot move past, then it is an option to you, and I want you to have all of your options to you. It would be as if it never happened. It would be replaced. It wouldn't be a blank space. It would be replaced with something more. Something different, a different series of events.
Would you grab my face? For example. If that helps.
She grabbed your face. Thank you for that. It's very helpful. If you do end up changing your mind and wanting that removed, come back and see us. Something we can get done.
We'll just awkwardly pat Gandalf's shoulder, like, yep, we're here for you, buddy.
Okay. You'll be fine. I know you will. You're strong and you have strong friends.
Ah.
But know that you do have a backup plan. Very well. I'm going to quickly talk to your friends, as Gandalf seems to have gotten the brunt of it. I'm going to talk to your friends, give them a once-over as well. You are all welcome to stay in here for as long as you need to, or the lobby.
Yeah, whatever is fine.
Very well. Gets up and leaves. Checking on each of you, and who grouped up in the same room.
And roll initiative, he says.
The dwarf stacked up into one person.
Me and Gorham, maybe. I don't know.
I think that
In a
makes
trench
sense.
coat.
So Gorham and Melgrim, after a few moments, walks in. Okay. A brief examination of both of you. Okay with that? Goes through the process of just checking each of you out, asking you if she touched you, or if any hallucinations or anything like that. And well, and then starts to ask, can I ask from your perspective? Ganwin said she touched him, and then something happened. What can you either of you tell me what happened past that?
Well, we were downstairs at the time. Gandalf went up, and then he jumped out the window, and then we came running up to see what happened. She touched our friend Koshik, and she started having some issues, and then I tackled her to the ground, as you do.
She takes a little bit of an interest in you, Gorham. More on her. As you said, you tackled her to the ground, and just sort of like looks you over. And did you see anything?
No.
Did she touch you outside of you just bringing her to the ground?
She tried to touch her head to mine, but Kaushik stopped her.
Ah, I would explain the boot print in the side of her face. Very well. Both of you seem right okay. Malgrim, was there anything that you saw? Did she touch you as well?
No,
I'm getting real uncomfortable with saying, did she touch you?
No, she didn't get anywhere near me, really. No, I haven't seen anything.
Okay.
It's the stout minds of the dwarves, hard as dragon scales.
That sounds exactly
Light as a
right.
feather.
It sounds exactly right. I'm glad you are both still in somewhat of good spirits. Your friend in there, regardless of some things in the past, and she kind of looks towards you, Gorham, is going to need your support over the next couple of days. So keep an eye. He could be defensive when overly defensive in moments that he normally wouldn't be. So support from you would be invaluable, I'm sure. So
Of course.
very well. Free to leave with your friends. I've already dismissed Gandalf, Artyom, and Milo all out. So you're free to walk out with them as well. Thank you so much for bringing her here. That it was the right move.
And thank you for looking after her.
Of course. She gets up, gives you guys a nod, and walks out of the door, leaving the door open. Walking to who has piqued her interest next, Kaushik. Walks into the room and Kaushik. Your friend Gorham told me a little bit about what happened. I would like to hear your side of it. Saying that Dr. Aaron made some contact with you and maybe had some side effects. Can you talk to me about that?
She grabbed my face and I had very vivid flashbacks to a time in my life where things weren't so rosy, and it felt like I was back where I grew up. It felt real. There was no way, no doubt in my mind that I wasn't there. And then I snapped back, and I wasn't there.
I have to ask, this is history. This is something that has happened before. This wasn't hallucinations. This was like a memory being called back.
Yes,
or
it
a
was...
combination of.
Oh, I would categorize it as probably the worst time in my life, and it felt like I was right back in that place. The walls around me disappeared, and I was literally back where I grew up. So
Different effects from contact. It's interesting. How are you now?
better. Upset, but I know it wasn't real. So
That's good. That's very good. Things being brought back like that and put right in front of your eyes, especially in such a vivid manner as you speak, can leave a lasting impression. If I could advise you, take it easy for a couple of days, at the very least. Seems like with all the good that you've been doing, I'm sure that might be able to take a break. Okay.
Right.
Watch after yourself and watch after your friends as well, as I'm sure they'll be watching after you. If there are anything else, well, we are here, and we're here to be a service and a help. So reach out. Is there any other way that I could be of help? Is there anything else? I will give you this option as I gave your friend. We have limited ability to remove the memory altogether, and while I can't remove your entire past, I can remove the brief minutes that it was recalled so strongly.
That won't be necessary. I appreciate it, though. How is Gandalf?
More responsive than he was. Still defensive. And still in need of a lot of support. So, I will leave you be. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, sounds like Gandalf. The defensive part, at least.
We sort of fall back to our base instincts. Something like this happens. So this may just be heightened defensiveness for a while until it drops. So maybe a comfortable zone for him, as well as the rest of you. So very well. If you end up changing your mind, please reach back out. I'll go speak to your last companion, other than Dr. Aaron herself, who doesn't seem to be willing to talk. So
May I join you?
certainly, I'm sure all of your friends can use the support right now. Very well.
Thank you.
Follow me. She leads you to the last room on the right, where Crowley is in there.
Spider walking upside down, head twisting about.
Mr. Crowley, do you mind if I examine you a bit? The mask will make it a bit difficult.
Not an issue at all.
Okay. You remove the mask?
Oh yeah, but I turn away from Koshik and do it.
Okay.
And then I remove the second mask.
Okay. She, same sort of crystal, just sort of testing your responsiveness and asking you questions while she does it, and just sort of testing other reactions as well. Did she come into contact with you at all?
Oh, not at all.
That's good.
I'm afraid mine is a bit more serious.
What do you mean?
I was affected by the same thing that touched her.
Right. And have you noticed anything about being in contact with anyone?
I've not touched anyone, per se. I had myself restrained immediately after the doctor's own, shall we say, fall from grace.
You mind if I remove your glove?
Not at all.
Takes her glove off. Takes her own glove off. She just takes a deep breath. Goes in like she's giving you a handshake and touches your hand.
Yeah, I accept it.
Okay.
I will say that the doctor fell rather rapidly, but not quite the same here. Not yet.
Right. And have you noticed any sort of visions, hallucinations, otherwise?
I have, yes.
Can you tell me about those?
Nothing Nothing from memory, but it feels like it's pulling at me, drawing me in to something undescribable. No, these are no memories of mine.
Do you feel a need to hurt anyone?
No more so than usual. That is to say, not at all. Big smile.
Very well. Sort of puts her glove back on, walking back a little bit. And you're feeling well. Otherwise,
Tired mostly.
I will advise it just as I advised your other friends, perhaps a break and some rest. Seems all of you have been through something today. So, but from our conversation, I don't see any reason to keep you here. You have good friends, and she sort of gestures towards Kaushik behind you. You can place this back and so just lifting your hand with the mask in it back towards his face. And good support. So, but we do need to get Dr. Aron herself. That's a situation we need to get under control immediately, especially if it has caused all this havoc already.
I will say one last thing, and that was the magical effect that touched Dr. Aron held on to me for quite a bit longer. And that's all I will say on the subject.
It seems that, right. If you notice anything, and that goes towards either of you, where you're getting more withdrawn, or you notice any other side effects, please come right back. We can assist you and we can help you. Very well. You are very responsive and actually quite spry and smiley. So seems you're doing fine at the moment. As I said, if you notice anything changing, different, she looks over to Kaushik once more. As a resource, we are here.
Thank you so much.
Or anything. Very well.
Thank you.
I will not see you out, as I need to speak to Dr. Aron herself, and we do need to track down some contacts if there's anything else that you know, other than the fact that she is at least colleagues with Dr. Zrick. Then please leave it off with one of the nurses, and so we can add it to our file. Thank you so much. She walks off to a room at the end, and for a brief moment, as you guys are just sort of following her out, and she opens this door at the end, you see Dr. Aron Quinala just 1,000 yards stare at the door, and the brief like couple of seconds, the door opens and then swings back closed. Dr. Aron just sort of looks up at you, Crowley, and the door closes. However, everybody is back now in the main lobby area, and you are all free to do what you would like.
If I see her take the good doctor back, I'll be like, hey, don't touch her. Don't take the one glove thing off. And I don't know what those gloves do, but keep them on.
That is the plan for something confirmed. For the other ones, unfortunately, that's something I would just have to test. So, however, since
she was touched by Zoria, this is not a joking matter, or
I don't think it is at all.
Have you heard the term "fuck around and find out"?
I believe that's a saying on the Talenta Plains. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Don't try it. That's all I'm saying.
Very well. Well, I have examples here.
You're an expert. I'm just letting you know this is tippity top kind of thing.
She just responds back to you in halfling, fuck around and find out, and just, I'm aware. And walks back down the
I'll respond to her in halfling. You have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Very well. You guys are in the lobby itself. What would you like? Where would you like to go from here?
To sleep.
Yeah, somewhere with a nice 8-hour nap, where if we do go crazy, we won't get eaten for going crazy.
Very well.
Yeah. Let's go back to the room at the Chateau Mimic. And
Hopefully, sorry.
no, did you have an idea?
I was just gonna say, hopefully Norgog is there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully Norgog is there. Yeah, I agree. Okay. I'll just start, I guess, making my way outside. Throw an arm around Gandalf and be super buddy with him. Let's go. We got this.
Right.
Basically just been like,
Yep, that's good. We're gonna be fine. Come on, buddy.
whole time.
All right. You guys get onto RGM's Quetzal form once more, taking off towards Chateau Mimic. You guys going up to the room, you see, wait a minute. I messed that up. I clicked on the wrong thing. Walking up to the room, you open the door. Blankets and pillows just everywhere. As if a tornado of madness from Zoriat itself has gone through the room, meeting in this sort of central area, swelling and just undulating. Noise filling the walls itself. You hear.
Okay.
As you see Norgog asleep in the middle of the floor.
Oh. I thought you were trying to tell me that the building was sleeping. And I was
That's
like,
what I thought
Yeah,
too. I
that
was like,
was-
oh my god, somebody drugged Edgar.
Yep. I thought Edgar was on
Oh, shit.
the
In the corner of the room, you see Erish there as well, just with a table, who has several books there with him and several different candles. It looks like a couple of lazy flames from each, and a couple of what looks like to be tiny gems around them as he's just sort of reading back, gives you a brief smile and wave, and then goes like right back to like scribbling in this journal thing that he has over there. Norgog is just passed out in the middle of the floor.
gonna like step over Norgog, like with a little bit of a hop, walk over to Erish.
Hey, can we get your most relaxing candle? Gandalf's had kind of a long day.
Right, I've tried a mint or a menthol candle to try and open up Norgog's passageways, but it is not quite working. Sets it off to the side and covers it up. It says, relaxing. Yes, of course. I have some lavender over here I was actually, you and Kaushik and anybody else, I suppose magically inclined, have been looking into something, and he sort of rotates his notebook and some of the candles over towards your direction after lighting a lavender candle. I'm looking for candles. Candles are great. I love candles, but I'm trying to find a way to sort of combine my passions and usefulness, and or at least that's where the idea came from. I had my passion for cooking and the passion for a candle. If I could combine it in such a way where simply lighting a small candle could sate a group for hours and hours and no hunger. It's a candle that smells like a dinner meal even, and no food necessary. And you see that some of the books are like combining different herbs and the magical properties of different sort of gems and things like that. And he has questions of his own like off into the side. It's like a question that can, or a candle that can sate hunger, question mark, and then a candle that could heal wounds, question mark, and then like a candle that smells of a familiar place that could teleport someone big question mark. He's like, I don't know. There has to be some viability to what I have.
Oh, well, I can most certainly help you with some of the basic principles. Just let me help get Candlewind set up, and I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I'll
of course.
Run off with the lavender candle.
As soon as Milo steps over Norgog, I'll be right behind him.
Okay.
But I'm not going to step all the way over him. I'll get 1 foot over him and just sit down with my full weight on his chest, with like my feet on either side of his head, and just why haven't you been going to the grove and learning all your druid things?
Huh?
You're skipping your lessons. What are you doing?
Sleeping.
The world,
They don't have beds at the sanctuary, Artyom. Sleeping
world-
outside isn't all it's caked up to be, all right? Sometimes
the world
pillows
is
are
ending
nice.
and you're taking naps.
The world isn't. Oh, the world's always ending. It's been happening. This isn't the first time. Come on, man. Get off me. Sort of lifts you up and throws you off of his chest.
You should go back. They miss you there. I know that old lady seems like she hates you, but she sees potential in you, same as I do.
Who, the Corta?
Yeah.
Just want a break. That's it. I'm not here in Sharn for good. I told you that.
Right. Where are you
So-
going next?
Back north. Back to the labyrinth.
What's a labyrinth? Like a laboratory?
No. Well. It's a wall in between us and things we don't want. I told you our people would protect us. We've been that way. So it's where I gotta go back to.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you're not here, I thought you were coming here as like a more extended trip to study and figure all the druid things out. But if you're just here, yeah, I mean, sorry about that. Just
No.
keep back and relax before you have to go.
I mean, there's no deadline, but that's kind of sort of the point of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I gotta be of more help. And there's no one up there to teach me. So they send me down here to the court of to sort of double duty. The court is one of the most experienced one and one of the oldest of us. So, anyways, yeah, pillows and blankets. Something I'm not gonna really have much of. So, something I wanted to take advantage of. I'm not trying to skip out too much. She'll track me down. And just like instant serious face and like shaking his head no. So the world's always ending, so let's maybe take a break from the world ending.
Well, it just seems a little bit more in our face today is all. I'm sure Goro will tell you all about it.
Well,
It's... Yeah.
Yeah, we've had quite the day today. Giant tentacles and crazy ladies and crazy people. It's been an adventure.
right.
We wrecked some lady's house. Artyom, you pulling out your tentacle all the time.
Not the one. The other one will be a lot more fun. Let me tell you.
But now she's crazy. We went to visit this doctor to ask her about, doctor stuff. And she ended up asking about Artyom's tentacle, and he pulled it out, and then it wasn't as small as it was when he put it in there. So that nearly killed her. It nearly killed Crowley.
I'm really confused if this is an innuendo or not.
No,
We took a tentacle from Zoriat. The Zoriat tentacle.
Right.
It grew.
No, I remember.
Yeah, that's the one.
It grew in his bag. It was huge. It was gigantic.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you missed the cleansing of the one of the bridges. It was quite an ordeal. You'll probably see on news soon.
Shit. Was the
Yeah.
portal was there?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And she was looking for you.
Shit.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
But that's okay. We found out that you are actually helping out Milo. You are helping him with the people that were looking for him. It was a favor to us. It was super secret, and no one told us about it at the time, though, right?
Oh right. Yeah. She's
Thank
gonna know.
goodness
She's
got
gonna
us
know.
that in.
You don't know her
Right.
like I do. She's gonna know.
It's
Yeah,
probably
that's
not
fair.
best to lie. Just honesty is gonna be a friend here.
I mean, I hung out with her for 30 seconds, and she realized I wasn't actually human, so I didn't even know it. Oh, I'm a Kalashtar. I found out like a couple of days ago.
Oh, congratulations. I guess. Happy Kalashtar Day.
Yeah, apparently I can't dream. I just have memories, and I didn't even know that was a thing. I just thought that people, they close their eyes and they remember things.
Oh, that makes what she's bitching about you after you left. That makes a lot more sense.
You know what? She's probably not the only one that bitches after I leave.
The trucks. Ganon, you good, bud?
But yeah, in fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of lean into Norgog. He got kind of the worst of the crazy ladies. Craziness.
All right.
It's
well,
contagious, apparently.
We mother henning it
That's
over
true.
here, getting him set up with a candle, get Edgar to set him up with a bath, some mood lighting, like
Just
You-
relax a little bit.
Do you actually sneeze in character?
No,
Ian?
no.
Shit.
I unfortunately am not in a joking mood, so otherwise I totally would.
Ganoin's allergic to lavender. I mean, candles, and that's not really Gandalin, is it?
No.
Gandalin responds from Norgog's trying to whisper, but Norgog has a really hard time trying to whisper. So Gandalin just responds no across holding a little lavender candle.
I'm not holding that fucking candle.
Well,
gonna like glare back at Norgog, be like,
We are working with what we've got.
how about we work with a beer?
What time is it, by the way?
Mind-altering substances are not the answer right this moment.
Says who?
Yeah, I'm gonna completely agree with Norgog. What are you talking about? This is the best time to have a mind-altering substance. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We should get really drunk and just
Really
have a
drunk.
good
I
time.
like that. Oh,
What time is it in game?
Yeah, what time is it, Jones?
It is. You guys took several rests at there, and it got between all of the fighting and the back and forth, and going to talk at the sanatorium and all of the inspections. It's probably getting like 5 or 6 p.m. at this point. It's getting later in the evening.
We also had a run back and forth with the getting
The druids.
the druids out there and doing the ritual too.
Correct. So it's probably 5, 6. It's the last little bit of sunlight is like leaving the city. Probably you got a nice sunset going on.
There's KJ.
I haven't seen her.
Yeah. Did she know this was where we'll be?
She'll probably figure it out.
She's pretty sweet, street smart. She'll be alright. And besides, how Does anybody... Kaushik's on his spell slots. Can anybody else... Spell slots.
Yeah, yeah.
Kaushik,
exhausted.
Does anybody else have a way to contact her?
Not if I don't know where she's at.
If I was a keg right now, my muzzle would be farting dust. I have nothing.
If you were what?
Please,
Huh?
Artyom. Please.
Okay.
Don't talk about your nozzle. Farting dust. Alright?
Nozzles,
It's not imagery I need.
tendrils.
All right, let's just start drinking. Come on.
So, being absolutely exhausted, Kaushik is ready to turn in, but first, Edgar?
Ah, yes.
Oh god.
Can I ask you about the possibility, if something happens between this group specifically and we get a bit rowdy with one another, would it be possible to restrain the rowdy party without consuming them on your behalf?
Not quite
If-
my deal, but I suppose if we could do a restraint fee, how about that?
Restraining fee.
How much are you
This
talking?
is how I do procure my meals.
Right, understood.
Right.
How much?
Call it an extra 3 gold per night. That you do
Okay.
not want. Again, no fighting on Chateau grounds.
We'll pay the 3 gold. Consider it a medical consideration.
Very well. And is this just interparty fighting or anyone that may come in?
It is strictly yes. We've got, like I said, some medical situations we're trying to overcome. We just don't want it to be mistaken for intentional violence.
Very well. Not my preferred method, but I will abide.
Right, the oh,
Thank you.
I'm not.
Very well.
While this is happening, I would like to get a parchment and quill, and I'm writing some stuff out.
Okay. Easy enough.
All right.
Anything you'd like to share with the group or no?
I am going to. It's just basically like a grocery / laundry list of things to have at hand for an interesting night and or morning, whatever happens whenever people wake up. I'm going to try to get Erish to run some errands for us if he can do so.
Sure. Yeah. He's still in your service.
Right.
Side projects aside. I definitely want to add to that list. Give me one of those cell phones. One of those crystals that everyone uses in Sharn. I know they're there. I know they exist.
You made it canon.
That is the face of regret.
And make sure it's not Apple. It's Android. Thank you.
Very well. Just it then. He looks at the list. I don't know if you want to send me something or.
It's mostly just gonna be like various kinds of alcohol and some things for like relaxing candle stuff for him to make some extra stuff of, and probably to get a backpack with some pillows and big comfy sheets in it.
Okay.
And
That's so sweet.
and yeah, just a bunch of other like random food stuff to like finger munch on, just essentially to have a small relaxing party. And then just like a random get some things that you can do inside, like some board games or card games or like dice games or something like that, so that we can just relax whilst we're wanted. Something along those lines, like, I don't know, you figure it out, man. I don't know anything about city stuff.
I'll do my best.
Make that 2 self notes.
And bring Bill here. He'll have a good time. He'll have a good time. It'll be fine.
All right.
Go get the booze first, and then you get Bill, and he'll come for sure.
Okay. Very well.
No, and I'll grab the note and I'll scratch some extra stuff on there to have like some food for Bill.
This is going to take some creative problem solving, but I wouldn't be good at my job if I wasn't good at that. Very well. If anyone else would like anything, sort of gestures out at the group while I am going out. No?
Nothing I can think of.
All right.
Yeah, and also, you take your time and see the city a little bit. You've been kind of cooped up in here. I mean, we're wanted people, maybe now, I don't know. But you're not, so have a good time.
I sort of just taps his journal. I've been busy, so I haven't minded it quite as much. I'll be back.
Can I read this?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna read it while he's gone.
Okay.
It's like I'm imagining like mad scientist laughter when he said I've been busy while tapping on his journal.
Make an intelligence check for me, R-Team.
Oh shit. Let's go. Oh, 17 plus 3.
Nice for a dirty 20. It looks like the beginning of Eris attempting to infuse candles with magical energy, and trying to learn certain like infusions. He's not. It is basic, and there are a lot of question marks in it. But there's a lot of cool ideas in there, and just like some simple drawings, and then like some arcane, like very crude, and not crude because his handwriting is immaculate, but like arcane glyphs and stuff that may need to be present to sort of help things out. But yeah, it's an idea journal, and you see like a lot of them just sort of leading up to this these two passions being combined, or at least like as you flip through it, you see like cooking, and you see a lot of recipes in the very beginning, and then candle recipes as well, and then you just see a sudden shift in a page and whatnot, and it's like combining the two ideas. And it seems like he started off the idea with being able to sate someone's hunger with a candle. So
nice. I am going to go to the very back page and rip out a page of it and start, and then just write a list of different things in there to like shove into the middle of the rest of this stuff, for like a candle for like curing poisons or like curing hangovers, and just like other ideas, or like a coffee type kind of candle that will like keep you awake so that you don't fall asleep, and just some other ideas, or like a candle that will make you not have withdrawal symptoms from being an alcoholic, and in parentheses be like, for Bill. But yeah, just kind of doodling that for a little bit with some other ideas.
okay, very well. All right.
And
Eris
spitballing for him.
Yeah.
Eris is heading out. Very well. You guys just hanging around the room, sort of taking it easy and relaxing a bit. And you hear, after a few moments go by, you guys are just sort of sitting here recounting what has happened today. Edgar pops out of the wall once more. It seems you have another guest. And you hear just sort of echoing from, "Get your hands off me! I'm going, and I'm gonna go right now." And then you hear on the door. "And he is here."
Okay.
Door goes to open. Before you see, made of just rock, like pure rock and brick from the side, a very stout dwarf in dwarven armor and dwarven like runes along the edges of the stone, face made of stone, eyes, everything just completely stone. Melgrim and Gorum, you recognize the visage, although this is not the person himself, of your grandfather, Goramel. Hi, my boys! Puppies came to visit. And he walks into the room, and walks over and takes you both into this just like big hug. Hey, how you been doing? Oh, jeez. I haven't seen you in ages, it feels. I had to come. Well, I had to send part of me here, but you know. What's wrong? Cat never had your tongues at home. You be yelling at each other all evening. Now all of a sudden, you can't fucking talk at all. Shite, I haven't seen you in months now.
Honored grandfather. So glad you came to see us.
I missed you boys.
It's been a wild couple months. But what brings you here? Just
I can't come and see my grandkids. House is quiet. Your father's busy.
Fair enough, I guess.
The fuck else am I supposed to do? I got nothing else with y'all, with the two of you not around. At least I got to watch you fight in the front yard a little bit.
Those were the days.
Hey.
I mean, can you
what is
drink
this? Yeah, can you drink with the rocks?
I can try.
So we're really, really not hard to find.
Hey.
Like lean over to Koshik or something.
I can find these boys anywhere in the world. Who are you? I'm Garmel. House Andren. Clan Andren. Sorry. Dear mistake. Not grandpappies.
I am heard to him.
like
At least one of you can talk.
Milo? Sir?
Aye. All right, I see why you're quiet now. Boys, you've been around people that haven't been talking for months.
Look here. Man in the mask. I'm gonna point.
Crowley.
Still in here, Crowley? That's Crowley.
Crowley.
The quiet one over there, who's just kind of standing there. That's Gandalin. He's having some problems.
Gandalin. Aren't we all?
Koshik is a friend of ours as well. Is
lady.
Norgog still here?
Norgog is still there with you, yes.
And this is our friend Norgog. He's a druid. And our friend Erish has gone out for groceries.
Lots of alcohol as
Lots
well.
of alcohol.
Very well. This will do nicely. Hey, Misty boys. You're gonna have to tell me, because I've been bored out of all hell. So, let's talk about what you've been getting into. And on that note, we're gonna go to our break, guys.
Hey.
Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Remember, !charity, donate to Extra Life, ! Kickstarter, get some awesome pins. We're gonna go take a little bit of a bio break, get some drinks and all that sort of good stuff. Stick around. We're gonna be coming back. We're gonna be vibing with Grandpappy Garamel, Norgog, and we'll see. All right, don't go anywhere.
Bye.
And hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
We are Hard Knock Dice, and we are going to continue on this journey through Eberron. First half of our session today, our players had taken the good Dr. Aaron Quinala over to the Jurassico Sanatorium as they could help, and as they were the ones, as they are the professionals that would be able to help her the most, as well as restrain her in whatever way was necessary. After a couple of quick examinations with focuses on Gandalf, Koshik, and Crowley, as they were the ones touched by madness for a time, they were released, and with the recommendation that they take it easy for a bit and to watch out for each other, to make sure that everything was okay. So, after heading back to the chateau to find their friend Norgog, they did in fact find him in a mess of pillows and blankets, sleeping, as well as their friend Erish, who was working on a new project, or new projects, of turning candles into something a little bit more. And then at the very end there, Melgrim and Gorham's grandfather, Caramel, there we go, made of pure stone, knocking into the door, walking in, seeing his grandbabies for the first time in a long time, and just seems to want to hang out and talk. So that is where we picked up, though, where Caramel is asks for what has happened, what is going on. We pick back up in the room at Chateau Mimic. Caramel, well, I don't want to stand here while you tell me everything, so let's do something. Let's go somewhere, have a drink.
Yeah, we actually have drinks coming to us. They're on their way back now.
I'm gonna drink in a room. I've been looking at four walls for so fucking long.
Oh, well, it
there's
might not...
Go ahead.
There's a dinosaur coming. It's pretty cool. He's a pretty good conversationalist. He drinks a lot as well.
Anyone who'll drink will be a friend of mine, dinosaur or not. I suppose that's weird. It might seem on the borderline animal abuse, but you know, who am I to judge?
No. This dinosaur drinks.
Right.
Grandfather, he outdrank me and Melgrim.
No,
You see his
No,
face.
don't you even try to deny it.
I was almost the last one. One drink it was. You were passed that way before me.
What's your AC, Melgrim?
17.
Oh shit!
A stone hand flies out, hitting you in the back of the head. You let a dinosaur outdrink you! Shame.
It's okay. These are friendly slaps.
Yeah, you stay out of family matters here. No, we have a talk, and you and I, we are going to make this right. You, the Anvrin name? Boy, what are you doing here? No, I will not let it stand. Take us to a bar.
Dinosaur can drink.
Take us to the nearest tavern.
It's not me, but not my brother. My brother.
Going out to drink might not be the best option.
It's always the best option.
Go ahead. You can tell him. Yeah.
We kind of are being looked for by not so friendly people. We're trying to lay low right now.
Okay. Lay low in a tavern. Seems reasonable enough to me.
Edgar, could I borrow your ear for a second?
An ear forms out of the wall.
Yeah, see, that's Edgar. He kind of keeps the place safe, so it's easy for us to be able to kick our feet up and relax more, so that we don't have to fight off would-be assassins or the city guard or watcher. What are they called in Sharn? They probably have some dumb name like Politician Tyrus or something.
Are you not tired of looking over your shoulder? Let the fight come if it's going to come, boy.
Aye, that's the dwarven way. About time we had some sense in here, grandfather.
I am completely okay with this. But it is not my head on chopping blocks, so I defer to people who are in the most direct danger.
Who is it then? Who? Who's in trouble? Who's going to get their hand slapped? Nobody. Great. Nobody's in trouble. So let's go to our fucking bar.
shouldn't, Gandalf stay with someone to relax here, not out and about, right?
Gandolin, what do you want to do?
I am currently standing by the window, just staring outside. I shrug.
You like to drink? Do you want to drink?
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, then come on, let's go.
Hey, Gandalf is also a really great drinker. He is from Carnet. It's practically national pastime.
You say that, and his eyes narrow at you, Gandalf, and just stare you up and down for a moment.
I'm not looking at him. I'm still just looking out the window that looks out front.
Aye, Karn, look at me.
Just turn. What?
You're in it with the dinosaur too, and you're in for an ass whooping, boy.
Probably.
What is wrong with you? Smile. Come on.
He's had a rough day.
Well, rough days are abound. Make it a good one if you can. Step away from the window. Come here.
I don't move.
Hey, boy. My feet are made of stone and I can move them. Come here!
I don't fucking move.
Don't listen. And he starts hobbling over your way, Gandalf.
Oh, ancestors. Oh, no.
He walks right up to you, just looking at you. Still, the dwarf is still much shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, come down here so I can talk to you.
Like,
Aye, come down here. Not gonna ask him again. Come on.
I don't fucking do it.
Gandalf's the type of person who likes to be obstinate. It's okay. Just leave him be.
Aye,
Well, he's also
you
had
don't
a-
like the women, boy.
What are you saying?
I says, aye, you don't like the women, boy. Or the men, I suppose. You're
What?
obstinate. Right? That's what you said?
He's defiant, I guess is a better way to put it.
Obstinate, sir.
Those are different things, yeah. I speak up. Hard of hearing here.
Get a pebble lodged in.
Aye.
He does this a couple of
Trump's
times.
a little
and
bit
just
old.
Dust and crumbly rock falls out a little bit. Come on. Get about. Let's go. You can sit here, mope all day. Will it change it? If it does, let me know. But I have yet to find the problem in all 1,000 years of me being around that sit around and moping has fixed a fucking thing for me.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for us to leave.
Then let's go. Starts to walk. This has been the time while Erish has been out and about this point, you see a large, flatbed air carriage pull up with Bill in the back. I don't like this shit at all. I fucking hate this. Let me out onto something solid. You see Erish looks at the driver, who is obviously just Ganwin, you probably see this since you're right there at the window. Artyom definitely recognizing Bill's voice. You see Eris pay him the fare and then tip him a little extra heavier. Thank you. And they begin walking upstairs themselves. Walking in, Eris just handfuls of groceries and things.
Yeah,
bringing them
the
in.
alcohol has come to us now.
Yes, here we go. As well as several sheets, blankets, and what have you, pillows, and a backpack.
Oh no, just don't. Shh.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware.
I'll grab the backpack and the blankets and pillows and just go into the hallway, shove them down in there.
Okay, all right. Hey, boy, you coming out drinking with us too? Your grandfather at this point leans over to you, Gorham, and Melgrim says, "Traveling with a lot of elves here, I'm starting to question your judgment, boys."
They're fine. They're fine. Erish is a good person.
Yeah, you have a problem with Erish, you have a problem with me. In the same way, you got a problem with either of these
I
dwarves, you
don't have a problem with anyone.
All right, good then. Let's go drinking. Why are you waiting around?
I'm not waiting around. You're waiting around. You're blocking the door, shoving your sack full.
I'm going to attempt a strength check to pick him up.
Okay. All right.
That's a 14.
That is a natural 18 plus 4 for a 22.
Oh, darn it.
Aye, what you struggling for, lass? You having a little bit of trouble there? Come on.
I'm gonna let go of him and be like, it looks like you've been knocking him back a little bit too much for me. I'm just gonna pat him on the belly. Just fucking move out of the doorway. Erich,
Aye.
we must go.
Traveling
Bill.
with a bunch of smartasses. Duh.
I will step out more in the hallway so that people can leave. DM, real quick, did Bill get his outfit yet?
Bill has not gotten his outfit yet.
Oh, he's getting there right now.
Okay.
Is it like the rest of it? Did he get new pants or is it just the vest?
It's a full on thing.
He is still
Hell
currently
yeah.
still wearing his leather pants that he's been given. But
Yeah.
no, he's not gotten the rest of his accoutrement.
Wait, we did pick it up though, didn't we?
I can't remember.
I don't think you guys have picked it up quite yet. You've had a busy couple of days. You
We can
had
get
it
it on.
you had it commissioned, I believe, the same day of the gala, but you guys have been just constantly going since then.
Okay. Shit.
Before we head out, I'm gonna grab
Piss
the belt buckle and the bracelet from the gala.
The belt buckle and the bracelet from the gala.
Yeah, the ones I wore to the gala that had the spells, since I'm not wearing armor, to the bar.
Okay. Very well. All right. All right.
Also, as we're leaving, I am going to send Gorham a mental message and get his attention. And I'm gonna smack the backpack before tossing it back in the room and closing the door. Give that to our boy Norgog before he leaves.
I'm gonna message back. That's awfully kind of you. I hugged him.
Nah, I'm a kind guy. Let's go get drunk.
Familiar sound of KJ's air carriage pulling up to the chateau outside. You hear her loudly asking Edgar if you guys are in. At this point, you guys are gonna walking down. Your grandfather puts an arm around you, Melgrim, and says, "Hey, you been holding up, boy? You been all right?"
I've been better. I've been better.
What's going on?
Just this adventure's really tested me.
As it should.
More to talk about when we get to the bar.
Sure, but I don't want the bar to be I'm here for a limited time. All right? So I don't want to be all down and dour.
Gotcha. Shit. Yeah, well,
Let's not beat around the bush, Melgrim. You died.
I died. And,
That deserves a second smack, my boy.
yeah, well, you don't have to. My father already smacked the shit out of me.
Sort of stops in his tracks and just gives you a confused, stony look. What do you mean, your father?
I mean, I was in the Hall of Ancestors for a little bit, Gramps.
You were in the halls.
Yes.
Hey, tell me about them.
They were grand. The entrance was obviously made by the first dwarves ever to go there, but very nice. Yeah.
Hey,
Best craftsmanship you could ever seen.
damn straight.
There was something very curious my father told me about Yidril. Said he was a lot more powerful than we had originally thought. And
As soon as you mention Yidril's name, your grandfather like swells up a bunch of dust and rock in his own mouth and like spits off to the side, just like just in a move of disgust. Hey, what do you mean?
I mean, the last thing I remember him telling me was there was something to maybe clue us in on his background or whatever back home. Just haven't had a chance to get back to the more holes, obviously.
Hey, you've been busy.
Yeah.
Saving the world and what have you. What do you mean back home? Back home where?
Back home, I mean, I'm thinking maybe something underneath our house, but I could be wrong.
Underneath?
Sure. It was a very confusing message from him.
Hey. Underneath home. Right, let's get some drinks. Sort of pats you on the back. You have to tell me more about the holes. I might go for a visit someday myself if I'm lucky. So, stepping down out into KJ's vehicle, who is strained to its limits with the amount of occupants.
I'm going to grab Erish and Gandalf and I guess get in like the back row of seats with them, kind of like double headlock type kind of situation, just to sit down for the ride. But as we start going, I am going to fill Erish in on what has happened today with Gandalf, so that we can make sure to keep an eye on him as we're out drinking.
I glare at him.
Glare at me?
Yes.
You don't know anything about what's going on. Probably just is really obviously looks like I'm making googly eyes at Erish. Because I had my arm around both him and you and I'm just...
Oh, are you telling him mentally?
Yeah, I was telling him mentally.
Okay. I remove your arm. Just... thunk.
Erish just acknowledges what you're saying. Well, I'll do my best, I suppose, to make it a comfortable evening elsewhere. Where are we going, by the way? All right, guys, where we going?
We need to stop by and get Bill's suit, and then we can head on to a nice bar with lots of alcohol. Oh, or not too nice of a bar, of course. That other one we were at the other night was fine.
Thieves. That's the place to go. You'll be all right there. There's a lot of good people there. Ever tell you how they had an uprising out of there because they tried to shut them down once? She drives off as she tells you the story. Picking up Bill's accoutrement, not being able to get dressed unless he's doing it at the place itself before going out. Is Bill getting dressed there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Bill will come out in his new digs. Go and describe it to us.
Well, I mean, obviously he's probably going to look like he's wearing something kind of similar to me because I'm an idiot in that way. But it will have like a nice big cloak added onto it that he can have if he wants to, and pants, of course. And since he's gray with a little bit of brown, that'll have, earthy colors and stuff like that to it. Actual sleeves. Good stuff.
Bill is strutting much like the first time you put pants on him, as they have now combined, like the 3-part mirrors that like people use to like look at suits and stuff on them and get different angles and whatnot. They have put 2 of those together as you get a bunch of different looks as Bill looks at himself and then starts his strut. And so I'm just sort of like bobbling his ass up and down. Yes, I like this even better. This is nice.
I'll give him a few pets and tell him that that rock dwarf wants to try and outdrink you. I don't even know if he can get drunk, but it's going to be one heck of a night.
Perhaps I should take the nice clothes off when we get to that point.
Yeah, we can maybe.
All right.
We can always wash them. Erish is that little the warp thing, right? I think. We'll worry about it later.
All right. Let's go then. Nilbo is terrible conversation, by the way. He talks just not at all. He does not answer me, does not answer my questions. Little asshole, if you ask me. But Nilbo.
Our pilot.
Our pilot on the ship. The little halfling from House Leander. But yeah. He's not a real halfling anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, and not to bring down the mood, but we were some people looking at the airship the other night as I was just sort of chilling in the garden, not eating anything. I was just hanging out. I was not eating. But
oh yeah, what kind of people were they?
Yeah, kind that were sticking in the shadows. I am not sure.
How long did they stay there?
Just a couple of minutes. Ilbo got out of his seat, looked at them, and then asked them what they were doing there, and they just sort of walked away. So, but thought you would like to know.
What kind of carriage did they have? A little sky that like we're in.
I didn't see them show up, as I said. I was hanging out in the garden, not eating anything. But
I'll describe the what are the dark lanterns or whatever to see if they're if those are the same people or if they're different people.
I couldn't really, like, oh my god, switching between all these accents is making my mouth do things, bro. I couldn't really tell. They stuck as I said, they stuck to the shadows. I could not see features. I just saw people. They were.
We'll be fine.
All right, just so you know.
I appreciate you telling me.
Right. All right. Let's go. See, you guys, the dwarves in the second row, your grandfather in between both of you, his arms around you, just asking about what's been going on, what's been happening. Very interested in hearing about over and over again about the hall, and just sort of like as you're describing it, just a look of calm and peace on his face when you're telling him these things. It's like, and just a smile. It's like, hey, that sounds like a fine place to be. Lots of ancestors there as well. 4 fathers, 4 mothers, yes. Amazing. With the Underhome, it's not very Did he say anything else before he gave you a good smacking? A deserved smacking, I may say. You agree?
Yeah, deserved smacking.
Aye. What was he doing? He was just he was eating, drinking.
He was. I followed him down into the mines, essentially, and he was.
Mines.
Yeah, he was. Like he was still working.
Working for what? Hey, boy, you don't go to the afterlife to mine. Something's there. What was he digging for?
I don't know. I couldn't see.
There's only a few things that are under home. Under your floorboards, I know nothing about. You can go check them out yourself. Under home. Well, things are sealed down there, my boy. Both of y'all know that. I've told you stories. The giant stone doors, you don't cross them. The mine shafts are built around them. There's things sealed down there. Now, if that's what he was talking about, you don't go down there, you hear me? You can't go down there. Those things were sealed before I was born. And the stories I have heard from the madness that comes from down there, terrible things. Don't go down there.
Madness.
Aye.
Would it have something to do with Zoriat?
I don't know what that is. I only heard stories. Sealed a little bit before my time, if you can believe it. But
It's a long time ago, old man.
hey, shut up. Yeah, you're looking real young and spry, that grey beard of yours.
It's
Yeah,
white,
shyster.
I'll have you know.
Ah, you can call mine white too. Aye. Father told me stories that were passed down from him as well. Things are locked down there. Things that have been locked down there for a long time. So, I don't know what a Zoriat is. The Elithid didn't like lie down there. Slumbering, waiting. Don't go past them doors. Not without me beside you. Anyways.
Aye, we'll stay clear.
Of course.
Oi, Milgram, I'm gonna pop him in the beard. Maybe next time you die, I'll send you with a notebook.
You can read,
Oh,
boy.
Maybe next time I die. Maybe next time I die. I'm not gonna die again till it's damn well my time.
Gorham, what's your AC?
Oh, boy. 18?
Okay. Smack on the side of your head, hitting you as you wrapped up, a smack on the opposite side of your head. Hey, it's your job to protect him too.
I know, grandfather. I trained. That wasn't fast enough.
Series of unfortunate events. If I'm being honest, I was pushing myself a bit past my limits. Worried about my friends here.
The friends worry as much about you as you do them.
I believe they do. Can't just look around.
Keep them at your back.
They're a good group. Most of them.
Most of them.
Squints.
It's not very encouraging. Sending my boys out with mostly good people.
They're alright, grandfather. They're fine. Honestly, you couldn't ask for a better group, unless they were all dwarves.
That would make this a lot more interesting of a group.
Speaking of dwarves, how's father doing?
He's busy. Still busy. Always in his books. Always taking care of business at the mines. Always dealing with House Gundoric. Never has time for Pappy anymore. So I came to see you.
Sounds like father. He's got a lot to deal with.
Yeah, he's busy. He's got a business to run. He's got a family to keep up.
Right.
Especially with you two gone. Not to look after him and keep him in line. Well, how long till we get there? I'm parched. I don't know if I can drink in this, but I'm gonna try. Can't stop a dwarf from trying to take down a good ale.
No, you can't.
After a while, KJ pulls up to Steamy Steve's, bringing you all as a party up to Steamy Steve's. You find a chair, the kegs themselves running around, filling up people's glasses. If you do recall, these kegs are automatons themselves. moving around on their own, coming back. So Steve, a warforged himself, who has seemed to be built for the purposes of hospitality, as he is a rotund warforged, which doesn't make sense, but as it just costs more materials. But standing at the bar, gives KJ a wave as he's coming in, beckoning you in. Fairly busy evening at Steve's. However, you guys are here at Steamy Steve's. Your grandfather is still asking you questions and asking the lot of you questions, Norgog as well, but I'm going to turn it over to you guys.
Real quick,
Yeah.
does KJ come in with us?
She does. Yeah, she leaves. She takes the silver bullet off to the side of Steve's, walks in from the back and like gives him some dap, and then just walks in and goes and sit with you guys.
The rusty bullet.
KJ, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you end up finding out anything about the Emerald Claw or Idril?
Not yet, but I think I have some people that might be willing to discuss it with me. Some religious types of people, so I don't know what they're going to be able to talk about. But I get a friend, they're going to be introducing us in a day or two, I think. So give me a little bit. I'm not going to waste your money. If I can't find anything, I'll make it happen, all right?
Great, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
The
Finally,
whole ride.
a lead.
This whole ride, Milo's been like side-eyeing the grandfather and like taking notes.
Interesting contraption.
Hey, what are you looking at, boy? What are you writing down
Actually,
about me?
sir.
Better be good things.
Well, I guess if I can replicate it, it would be good things. Would you mind telling me how you did what you're doing right now? Is that a projection or an animation?
Boy,
Hearing intently.
you're saying a bunch of words that I'm not quite sure what they mean, so I'm gonna take them as disrespect. However, boy, I'm born of these rocks.
He's just a very curious lad.
Can all dwarves do this?
Looks over it.
No, my
Gorham
boy.
and Milgram.
I'm a holy man of the rocks. One with the rocks, and I always have been. I am built with stone. My soul comes from this earth, boy.
I didn't know there were holy rocks. So how does it work?
Every rock is holy.
Surreptitiously put it back in the like satchel or whatever.
Yes.
Aye. Mostly good. He goes back to his drinks.
Rock, cleric, rock, cleric, rock, cleric, rock, cleric.
Yep.
Let's
Cleric of
go!
the
That's fucking awesome.
Big disappointment.
That's so exciting.
All right, Bill. Let's get you something nice and big to enjoy.
Hey, this is a small place, but we'll make it work. This is not Matilda's. Sit
It's
down.
da.
All right. Well, let's start off slow, shall we? Tosses back a ball.
Is I'm just gonna be kind of looking. Is Gandalf drinking?
I'm ordering something like strong. I'm just like, if I can acquire something stronger than just regular ale.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
Like, if I could go up to the front, I'm going to take out a singular platinum piece and place it. Like, I want the strongest whatever you've got for as long as that lasts. Then I need to sit down.
He can make it last. All right. AJ, I like our friends. I don't know where that accent came from. Too many accents. AJ, I like our friends. And pockets it. Brings you over a couple of drinks. One like light green drink, Gandalwin, and beside it a yellow shot of something.
Oh shit.
Drop it in. Throw it back. It'll do the trick. Walks off.
I do so. Drop. Knock.
Right. Very strong. Very strong. And,
Perfect.
yeah. Hey. Well. Tell me about it. Tell me what you've been through. What you been doing?
Oh, well, we met up with most of the, well, yeah, all these people in well, most. Norgard wasn't there, and Erish wasn't either. In Tarnath,
Koshik wasn't there.
right? And then we went to Flame Keep. We killed some people there. We fought Ragnar. Yeah,
A demon.
The
Oh, sorry.
Templar of Law in Flame Keep. Have you heard of him?
I don't hear about much outside of the holds.
Well, some great human warrior. He wasn't that great though. So
it
he
goes.
died. Then we went. Let's see. We went to a lot of other places. Fought a lot of terrible, horrible monsters. It didn't get paid that well for it. Now that I'm thinking about it, those people in Alsparch owe us a lordship or something.
Something.
We gotta go back there.
One little bottle of wine.
Sure.
But
Payment and alcohol sounds fine to me, but
well, yeah, well, they told us we'd be going down there to fight some undead thing, which of course, undead, I eat those for breakfast.
right.
But it was some great big monster Hydra thing, and it was terrible.
But you handled it.
We killed it. It was fine.
Aye, doing a good
There
thing
was
is
a
never the
circus.
wrong thing. Sounds like you did him a service, and you don't need to be paid for that, boy. I taught you better.
This
Right.
guy Artyom, he turned into a big old snake. It was a great time.
Hey, Emily is turning into a big snake. What are you talking about?
I saw you turn into a frog once.
Yeah, and they tried to eat a, was it a golem? Is that what they're called?
Think so?
I think.
Suit
yeah,
of armor in the golem, and I ate that one druid lady and ran away with her. Or I get one of my other frog. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of frog things in that fight.
He sort of leans on the table and he grabs his beverage and throws it back. You just see like leaking out of cracks on the stone on the sides and stuff like that. It says, I think I can taste it. Will he keep going? Tosses it back,
All right.
but like leans towards you, Koshik. So they didn't pick you up in Karnath. Where are you from? Just taking a interest in you.
Oh, did I go with the party? I anticipated staying and sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, very well.
My ass is asleep.
Okay, that's fine.
Now it's Koshik who's doing the.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what about you, masked fellow?
Yeah, Crowley.
Crowley. What's your story?
Here.
Huh?
What's up?
What's your story?
Oh, I'm from the Moorlands. Nothing especially crazy there.
I don't believe you.
Are you sure?
Aye,
The same story I've been telling for a while now.
right. And people believe it.
Yeah.
Aye, people are stupid. I believe that.
Look up from the notepad.
No, we don't.
What about you, boy? You can drink those fancy drinks all night. What about you? What's your story?
Sips martini.
What do you want to know? They saved me from a cage when I was on the run. And been with them since.
Some very, very loose threads holding this group together.
Well, I mean, the starts may be loose, but when you fight back to back and help each other through a bunch of hardship, it's not so loose anymore.
Mostly good, indeed. Aye. What about you, Karn?
I'm at least on my second one of these drinks by now.
Steve will keep them coming for you.
Perfect. What? I wasn't paying attention. Like,
What's your story?
what does he
Boy,
mean?
I don't have the fancy screens at home,
The what?
so I need my entertainment here. So, what's your story? Tell me about you. Garnath, and that's all I know. Your name? Gandalf, I think they call you.
Yup. Drink.
Aye, so what else?
Just look around. Like, they fight things. They hit them
Aye, you do it well.
fairly well. I like to think so.
You're a very good fighter, Gando, and don't undersell yourself.
I
He
raise
said
an
a very-
eyebrow. I raise an eyebrow at Gorum. He's ever said to me.
Grandfather, he's had a very, very rough day.
Aye, well, nothing gonna make it better by sitting there and sitting in your own head, boy. So get it out on the table then.
I look at the cup, working on it.
Aye, that'll help. But spill it out on the table a little bit.
You'll spill it out in time, don't worry about it. But this guy Gandalf, though, he's a good fighter, yeah. He does it all in just normal clothes. He's fast and nimble. He gets his ass kicked a lot of times, though, but so do all of us.
Aye,
Another shot in the glass.
you let my boy die here. So they tell me.
I was a giant ape at the time. I was pretty stupid.
I'm not so sure you're not pretty stupid right now, but you know. Aye, kid. Hey, no one can take a joke here. Jeez. We're here to drink and have a good time, and all you hear sitting here tight-lipped, moping about your business. You had one that's still asleep back there. If I would have saw her sleeping, I wouldn't have let her stay asleep.
Fucking flips the bed.
Yeet. Yeet of the stones.
So how's that drinking working out for you?
You know, I don't think it's doing much to me back home, but I can kind of taste it, so. It is what it is at
Sometimes
this
it's-
point.
Okay. Well, I think there is a matter of my good friend Bill here being able to outdrink dwarfs at some point.
Aye.
Oi, rematch time, I guess.
Still looking down at the notepad where he's like theory crafting Erish's idea.
Just kind of like, oh god, here we go.
Stony hand covers your notebook. You're not sitting here doing homework, my boy. You're looking up. You're looking down at him. He's a dwarf.
Fucking nerd.
Hey, boy. Put the book away. He's getting a head start on us already. He points over to Gandalf.
At least on like number 4.
Right.
I'm busy
Oh,
trying to drink
God.
myself into a stupor.
Come on. Close that fancy notebook. What about you, Mask Man?
I don't drink.
I am
He's always
broke.
like this.
He's just always been like that, not really drinking with us.
But he can sing really well, so it's always nice to have him around when you're drinking.
Aye, yeah.
The ancestors cry every time someone says that they do not drink.
I do not drink. I do not drink. I start singing a song about not
The-
drinking.
With a light elbow to the grandfather's side to be like,
Mostly good, remember?
Aye. Mostly.
That's 24 for that performance of song, by the way.
Shit.
It's very well done.
I know.
Stay in school, kids. Don't drink. Don't do drugs. That's what he's over there singing about.
Dare, but a different acronym, so no
Right.
copyright.
Little keg boy. Little keg. Girl, little keg. Go. Get us enough ales. Let's start off with a solid 5 rounds each. I don't have gold, so I hope one of you will cover.
Hey, what now?
I'll do it.
And
Maybe-
while we
maybe you
wait,
should-
we
you should
hydrate.
just-
And
you
he
should
cheers his glass and
You
tosses it
should
back.
just maybe just sip on them since you can't really get drunk. You know, just a relaxing drink.
I don't think it'll be fair if I compete, but I'm gonna be here cheering my boy on to beat the damn dinosaur.
You're kind of just leaking all over the place, though. I mean, it's a good smell, but
No shite. Well, that's not
Milo's
okay.
been sipping that like martini style drink just like little by little and looks up. He's like,
Wait, how many rounds?
5.
5.
Each.
Oh.
Couple of the
Fuck.
keg automatons come over to and fill up 5 rounds for each, with the exception of Crowley, bringing five ales to each of you, and including Bill as well.
Oh shit. No discrimination against the dinosaur. Let's go.
Show your old Constitution saving throws.
We will repeat our competition from Flamekeep, and
Yeah.
this first round of 5, we'll do rounds of 5.
"Oh God."
Gandalf, I would
Right.
like you to roll at disadvantage, please.
No one
Oh.
gets a bonus from me.
I do not intend on being
You
conscious.
say no one gets a bonus.
Not
for
even me,
it.
brother.
That's fucked up.
That's funny. All right. No one
Okay,
gets a
well-
bonus from Gorham.
That's a natural 1 for me.
Um,
Oh
Starting out
God.
strong.
shit.
Starting out strong.
All right. Disadvantage.
Gandalf
Also a
gets,
natural 1.
Wait,
Never mind,
are we rolling
it's
at
fine.
disadvantage?
I am.
Just Gandalf.
Oh,
Just
okay. 21 then.
22.
Shit.
Okay.
Natural 20 for a total of 28.
Very nice.
16 for Artyom. I mean, for Bill. Excuse me.
I have to pull up Norgog's stat sheet. I did not anticipate doing so, but I am going to
Yeah.
because this
Grandpa,
is
why
amazing.
did you ask Dorgog what his story was? You fucking. Ooh.
He's racist.
He's sleepy.
Hi there, Norgog. What's your story?
Sleepy caramel.
I'd like to be part of the. Just looking over your gear here. Look to be a part of those druid types. That's you, boy. Yeah. I don't know you. I. Yeah, but trying. Takes a president outside of the more holds. We've had our spots in the past. But there's not a spot in history can't be solved with a good ale. As
Some
Norgog
understanding.
gets, he is 1,000 years old.
That's very old.
As Norgog gets a Constitution saving throw of 18. And it looks like you can hold your own, boy. So, Gandalf and Artyom, you don't think you should drink much more. Or you're unable to, depending on how you want to flavor it. But both of you with a natural 1 are out of the tournament. The
I
competition.
keep drinking anyway. I'm
will
not trying to continue the
also-
competition. I go back to drinking my other things.
Okay, all right.
I do
Just
not intend
slowing
on
it down.
leaving this. Yeah, I do not intend on leaving this tavern standing.
Okay.
I'm exhausted from the day, and I am going to start the next round and get through the first drink, and then just pretty much pass out against Gandalf, just
Okay.
sitting next to his.
Is KJ taking part of this?
No, KJ is not.
Thank God.
I just
What?
mentioned looking over and Artyom just like forehead down on the table.
KJ is currently just like sipping on a drink that Steve has made her. However, after this first round, you guys hear a voice behind you.
Oh, no.
Artium? Gandalwin?
Like I'm sitting there like throwing back up into a mug.
Oh, gross.
Like,
I see things have not changed much at all. You
I
guys
look over.
you guys look over and you notice so for you different people to you. Both of you know this person as Mirik Storchansky. Gandalwin, you know him as your time from your time in the military. He was younger than you, and I'll describe him in a moment. He was younger than you at the time. You sort of got buddy with him for a bit of time, but he was in the Carnathi military with you for a time, also sent off to fight, and at points you lost contact with him as he was sent south, and you were sent more westerly. Artium, you recognize this fellow as well, actually, you know, make a wisdom check for me. Just make a wisdom check.
Flat wisdom is 19.
18 still very good. Seeing his face kind of brings back some memories to you. This is from a Carnathi troop that you led south into the plains. And this person does not walk up to you all. He's in a wheelchair, and sort of a like eye patch over one side of his face, one arm as well, and he's sort of rolling up to you. The wheelchair itself seems to be self-propelled from various crystals on the side of it. I have not. It has been so long since I've seen either of you, and to see you two together, what are the odds?
Friends.
Hey,
Share.
What?
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit drunk.
Nice, so am I.
I am going to throw up. For
This
not
is-
reasons of being intoxicated, but for the most part.
This is, both of you are already throwing up. This is reminding me so much of the old days.
Yeah, I just like was already not like looking particularly pleased, but then I turned around and assessed his current situation and just like, oh,
He was,
even
for,
more fell.
For clarification, Gandalf, when he left you, he was not like this.
Yeah, that's
He-
what I'm
he was
saying.
not
Like,
in this
saw
situation.
him, moment of like takes a few minutes to process and recognize, and then just fall of like facial features.
What the? You two are drunk as hell. This is incredible. It's so great to see you. Together, nonetheless, is... You are both just staring at me. I'm not sure of what other to say then. Hey, how have you been? It has been some time.
Spit a little bit of into the mug.
Oh,
I look at Artium, and I look at him, Merrick.
I am
That's
weirdly
no
and
joke.
drunkenly kind of looking around the room with my eyes sort of darting all over the place. And I will message Milo mentally. Look at Milo, you gotta help this guy. He's really messed up.
Milo, also being very drunk, will answer out loud.
Absolutely.
Hey, yes,
In a bit.
absolutely.
In a little bit.
In a little bit, what?
I was talking to Artyom.
So was I. I am Eric. I am sorry to not introduce myself. I know both of these fellows.
They're really great.
What did you say
Yeah.
that name was?
Mirik
Merrick Storchansky, right?
Storchansky, yes.
Storchansky.
I'll send you a spelling after this. It's lengthy,
Big herd.
lengthy,
Yeah,
and I
that's
don't,
fine. I've
want to
got
spell out Storchansky.
I've got some phonetics going on in the notebook.
That's fine.
Like I said, and I just read my question. Hit. Yeah, you know each other. Looking at between Mirik and
Hey.
Artyom.
Artyom actually guided us through when we were making our way south. When you were sent off
Yeah.
to the Kairi, they sent me down to the plains.
Yeah. I just stare at him for a second. What happened?
Hey, dinosaurs. They're not too kind.
Yeah, they're
I look at
dinosaurs,
Bill.
and he's a good dinosaur. It's my dinosaur actually. Or he used to be my friend, and now he's like he's a buddy of mine. He's not my Bill, let him know that you're a super dinosaur.
I am super dinosaur.
Yeah, see, he talks. He's amazing.
This does not surprise me one bit. It makes complete sense for you, Artyom. you were
Yeah.
always a nature whisperer for sure. And get us out some type thoughts for sure.
Right. Yeah. I am glad to see you are still with us.
Yeah,
Rough times.
it was. I mean, it's I mean, when we were ambushed, you know, it things went sideways, but I made it out and got out of the that shitty military a little bit earlier. Gandalf knows what I'm talking about. That place was a hellhole.
Yeah, the war was terrible for everyone.
Duh. Well, I don't want to invite myself, but seeing as no one else will, could I possibly drink with you?
Sure.
Shit. All right.
What are you doing in Sharn?
Where else is there to go?
There.
Listen, I got in this little bit of money from the military, scraped it together, started taking off and looking at places. What are you doing in Sharn? Orders a drink.
Similar.
Just looking at places too. I mean, I can't blame you. This place is
More or less.
incredible.
While we're kind of back and forth, and I want to scan the room and see if I recognize any other people, any other Karns or Karnathi military.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me. It is going to be a disadvantage.
I figured. Well, it could be worth 17.
Oh, that's very good. You scan. You don't see any Karnathi military or anything like that.
Okay.
You do catch the eye as you're sort of just scanning the room of a like a female or two that's sort of looking your direction as well and give a slight wave, but that's about it.
Totally ignore them.
Okay.
Just fucking. Yeah.
No, you don't. You
Okay.
don't see anyone else that you recognize.
Milo's gonna lean in towards the grandpappy and poke him in the chest back.
It's time for another round, old man.
Hey boy, if you want to keep that finger, I suggest you keep it off of me. And he just sort of like bites at you. Hey, this one's kind of flimsy. Couple of drinks and he's two sheets in the wind.
I think you'll surprise us in the drinking competition as he pats Milo, and that's bardic inspiration, actually.
Nice. Take your bardic inspiration. That's hey.
Oh,
Sick. Sick.
Crowley's found something to disagree with, and he's gonna put his bets behind Milo.
Very well. You think so?
Oh god.
His ears put together, and he sort of like grabs Milo like behind the neck. He says his ears put together wider than his neck. You're sure about that?
I'm sure we'll see once he gets a little bit more alcohol in him, and he just like ruffles Milo's hair. Look at him; he's a drinker, through and through.
I suppose. All right.
Milo's already like squinting around.
Well, let's scoot closer together. The more the merrier, boy. Come on up. So, the drinking continues on, and Mirik is sitting just asking the two of you and sort of what's been going on for these years. So, like, where did you go after that? Where did they send you? They sent you to West. Kairi. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but you made. I almost went Dwarven. Hey.
Hey.
You made it out in one piece. It looks like. Looking okay. Everything up, and he sort of knocks on your noggin, and he says, "Everything up here doing okay?"
Yeah. Good enough.
It's fair. They have dealt with my own struggles with noggin troubles. So.
Yes.
Anyways, Artyom, what about you? I have not seen you. I mean,
I am going to chug down.
Hey.
It's just
points over to
the
Gandoin
whole-
again and says he did this
whole
all the
drink.
time. Could outdrink anyone in the. It was just crazy. We are
I shake my
not
head.
drinkers.
I was like, no. not fairly. It was persistence more than anything.
I went around and did all sorts of things after that fight, and it was I ended up going back to Garnet and finding these people a little while later, and have been with them.
That is incredible. The fact that you have found Gandoin. Gandoin is a great person. He mentored me, taught me a lot about what I knew about fighting. Not well enough, I suppose, but
Clearly.
yeah, what is that supposed to mean? Some of us had bad luck sometimes.
Exactly.
Hey,
Can't teach luck, unfortunately.
what about?
Can't teach luck.
No, cannot teach luck. I don't need it now. I'm here in Sham, and I'm having a good time. Drinking with 2 old friends. This is truly.
Unfortunately, we've got a pretty good head start on you, and oh boy, it's been a long day. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw back another one.
Yep.
As trying to escape.
Yeah, well, I tried to catch up, and he starts throwing them back with you guys as well.
Should I roll a second saving throw? I don't know. I said I was gonna pass out beforehand, but now I feel like I probably am reinvigorated with, horrible feelings.
Both of you have purged yourself a couple of times during this conversation, while the drinking competition has been paused momentarily. It's given a time for Crowley to inspire Milo. We'll do it. If you guys would like to continue on with the competition at this moment, yes, you can go ahead and roll another save.
Okay. Apparently, Gorm rolled a 24 preemptively. He had
Okay.
to
All right.
temporarily vacate.
Awesome.
Premises.
Okay, so that's a 7 for Artyom, but a nat 20 for Bill.
Also a nat 20 for Milo.
Norgog also rolled a natural 20.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Bill says, I'm here to fucking play ball.
22.
22. Very nice. Gandoin, how you looking, buddy?
Oh, well, I thought I was out of the competition, but I guess just to see how I'm going.
You are continuing on to drink, and you've purged yourself. So
11.
okay, all right.
That's a disadvantage still.
Everybody's hanging on to life. Gandoin, you feel it bubbling up a little bit. The ale and the weird drink you were drinking earlier, it got you drunk really fast, but it's just not mixing too well right now.
That's fine.
We're in between rounds. So you went off, you found each other. That's just
Yeah.
We've been hunting down child traffickers.
kidnappers.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and these are my friends and their weird stone
Malcolm.
grandpa.
Milgram.
Milgram, Gorum, and Milo,
Gorum? Milo?
Norgag,
Norgog?
Gorum, and Milgram,
Gorum?
and
And Milgram? And he continues on,
Crowley's-
even as you introduce them again, he is also to the point where he is still shaking hands in that order. All right. Well, wait, and
Good
then
Artyom.
sort of here. Oh, wait a minute.
Crowley.
We've gone that one. Crowley. Pleasure, friend. Friend. I don't know why you just turned your mask at me, but I feel like you're looking at me questionably.
No, there's a giant smile on my face. I'm pleased to meet you. Any friend of Gandalwin and Artyom is a friend of mine. They're
Hey,
characters, so I'm pleased to meet another.
yeah, they were great friends to me as well. Gandalwin taught me a lot of, tried to teach me. Didn't really catch on all that much. Tried to teach me as much as he could. I was better with, yeah, not much else. And then Artyom, he did a lot of drinking with us in the place, to be completely honest with you. But when we weren't drinking, we were walking mostly. So,
That was the war. A lot of walking.
a lot of walking, a lot of drinking. You had to do something. You had to fill the time with something, right? Yeah.
Skill had nothing to do with whether you lived or not, though, Mirik.
Yeah.
Plenty warriors better than I could ever dream to be. Died horribly.
Nah, you couldn't really. You're don't. So wait, what we you're pretty good. Pretty good. You're the best, probably, out of our little troop there when we were together for the while. You didn't put the whooping on anybody. You beat the shit out of a lot of people. I don't know if you remember that. There was a lot of drinking again, like I said, but you beat the shit out of a lot of people. Like multiple people at once. It was a sight. But regardless. Sure.
While
I suppose.
this is going on, Milo's like poking Artyom with the empty mug or whatever, just like.
I'm gonna jump when you do it. Yeah. What is a? What? Hello. You're just drunk and poking people.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's holding two empty mugs and he's just poking with them.
Okay. Yeah. I will take it.
Milo, you feel two hands grab onto your shoulders. As you look to each side, you have two automatons just sort of like dog style squatting and filling up your two mugs on either side.
What the fuck?
Oh no. Okay.
Uh-oh, my lord.
What the hell?
Where is Artyom at with a 7 for this next round?
You're getting there. You're loosey goosey. I mean, this is 2 rounds, and Artyom is an experienced drinker, so regardless of you being tired or not, you're sticking in there. You're not sure for how long.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Good God.
Again, when
What?
you're very quiet. Yes, you beat a lot of ass, but I don't remember you being this quiet. You're quite jovial. Well, what is going on with you?
It was been a long day. It's there is a woman who get touched by a Zoriat tentacle that did kiss the spiel on him or something. It's a bad day. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just you have a good time. Everything's just okay.
Right. Gandalwin was always the one keeping everybody else up. I mean, everybody else left.
Lot happened after you went south. Keeps drinking.
I understand. This is the way of war, I suppose. The cost of it.
Guess so.
I myself, I keep in good spirits, regardless. So, of my situation or not, I make the best of it.
What happened to you after that? After we get split up there?
I was dragged out. A couple of Carnati reinforcements come in. I was picked up. They took me back because I suppose probably not altruistic, to be completely honest with you. They probably were hoping I would die along the way and just be another soldier after the fact. But I am strong, so I fight through. They sent me off with a pretty good parting gift, if you will.
So he doesn't have prosthetics at all for his arm or leg.
He does not. That was not. It wasn't that good of a parting gift.
All right. Well, what have you been doing recently? You said you're in town looking for a property or something.
No, not for property. I don't want to be set down anywhere. I'm just visiting. I want to see everything. It's coming within that close of losing your life, I suppose, puts a new spin on things. It makes me want to see everything. I want to see as much as I can before whatever may happen. And also, while the borders are more open than they were in the past, I want to try to get around before someone fucks up, yeah?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well,
Won't be Caius, the fucking coward.
Hey.
Whoops.
What's a callus?
Caius.
Caius is a pussy. Hey. He throws back a drink.
Mm-hmm. He's our current king.
Oh.
He sends the poor in to fight a war that he cannot win himself. And
Promise
once
of
they run in
glory.
and die, he raises them back so they can keep fighting for a turn.
Yep.
It is good you did not die.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I have to look at the brighter side of things, yeah?
That's true.
He's keeping pace with you guys as you're sort of sitting around here drinking. So, what about you? I lost you after that. I mean, granted I didn't see too much after that for a couple of days, but where did you head to after that? You got out okay, it looks like.
I was able to get out of there unscathed. And like I said, later on I went back up to Carnet and met up with these fellas a little while down the road.
Right. God damn it, going back to Scott. This makes sense. Why do you keep looking at my chair? It's pretty good, right?
Yep.
Why are
Yeah,
you
it's-
cross-eyed as well? Hey, fix your eyes.
Gonna lean over to arch him.
I liked the vine wine better.
Hey, yeah, that was a lot more than wine, I feel like.
Do you have
Yeah,
special wine?
not anymore, we don't.
Ah, shit. Oh. I've heard
Yeah,
of some special wines. I think me and Gandalf got a hold of some special wine, but it is probably just out of date wine. But it made us see some shit, that's for sure.
Yeah. It was
It was a
ill
night.
afterwards.
It was a night.
Morning, not so good.
Morning was terrible. Night.
Mm,
One to remember, forget, one of the two. Both.
I can't. I'm not sure if I remember right or not. It's possible.
A good
I
time.
have no idea.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah. But second round of competition then, or I suppose a third for you. My second time. Just keep trying to catch up with you. You're both drinking so much faster for some reason.
Ah, yes, very fast.
Sure. Another.
Third round then. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yay.
Alright. Fuck, okay, well, RTM got a 12.
That's a 15.
Bill's just going up one at a time. 16, 17, 18.
Alright, I'm gonna go and use that inspiration because it only lasts for 10 minutes anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'll be 25.
Very well.
I got a 26.
I rolled a
God
7 on the
damn.
first die, so.
Melvin?
22.
22. Okay. Norgod rolled a
Kashyyyk.
natural 1.
Kashyyyk is sleeping soundly.
My boy.
She rolled an 18.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What's that? You're getting good sleep.
Norgog is not passing out, but is currently doing the like Mortal Kombat finish him pose above.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's been a while. I think that's a song. It's been a while.
Is it a while?
It should be a song if it's not. Crowley, can you sing that? It's been a while
It's been a while
since I drank
since Norgog drank.
this much ale. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Song arrest, go to sleep.
Milo reaches up and like pokes Norgog in the side of the face slowly with a mug.
Oh,
Ah, Milo.
what are you doing?
Boop.
That time he actually says boop.
Yeah, I clap Milo on the back and look to the Grandpappy Dwarf and say, see, his ears are used to keep him up while he's drinking. He's even doing better than the orc. Inspiration.
Okay.
God damn.
He looks troubled back to you, Crowley, and back to Norgog. Hey, it must be the eaters keeping him up.
The ears are keeping him up.
Yeah, we'll see what he's made of.
They're filling with hot air or something. They're keeping him afloat. Hey.
He says that, I'll look and be like,
Huh.
Proud grandfather looks. Hey, that's my boys. Keep it up. Keep it up now. Hey, while they're bringing us another round though.
I'm a dwarf.
You're a wee
I'm
bit
sorry.
tall to be a dwarf.
and he
Milo.
squats down in his chair.
Hey, that's a wee bit offensive, don't you think?
He's drunk.
As a matter of fact.
You're muted, Cody.
Yeah, you talking, Cody, or are you just like mouthing words at him?
Miming talk like it.
How am I supposed to be a dwarf if I'm too tall?
You're not.
Well,
I'm a
Skip.
dwarf.
We just need to get them more alcohol.
He said you're a stupid dwarf.
No, he
No,
said I'm a.
I'm a dwarf.
Oh.
You're not.
You know what? He could prove himself by drinking more. Where's the next round?
Gorb's gonna hold his mug in front of his face. Oh, look at me, I'm Crowley.
God damn it.
Hey, brother.
Oh my god.
I don't think you've had enough yet. Where's the next round? You guys are slowing down. That's not very dwarf-like.
Hey, but we can have a talk in between the rounds here. Come on. You're not even drinking. You don't dictate the rules here.
I'm not dictating anything.
Aye, yes, I know.
I'm invested in seeing you accomplish what you set out to do.
Aye. So,
can't control me. The chains on me.
what
I
have you
wonder
been doing?
if this place sells hash browns.
What?
Boy, what in the hell is a hash brown?
What's his
Anyways.
hash, bro?
It's something you
chop
should
potatoes up.
probably ask the proprietor, not the rest of the table here.
A
Fine.
prior.
Aye.
Right. Owner.
He just sort of looks at you, Crowley, and looks back to. I don't know how this boy is standing. But you're using magics, aren't you? Aye, you tricky one.
Crowley's looking away. What? Bardic inspiration is not magic out of character.
Sure, he's accusing you of using magic
My
to
hands
keep
are up here,
Milo
friends.
afloat.
I'm not using any magic.
Fuck it, I will. And he casts Bless on Melgrim and Gorum.
Oh shit! Go!
And-
Holy shit!
I would like
We all
everybody.
used our magic earlier today. We're all out of magic. Can't happen.
I would like
So I'm
everybody to
afraid I
roll.
won't be able to keep up with you, Grandpappy.
Sorry. Hey, well, I wish I could be down here, but you know, your leg will give me troubles on the road. I'm not gonna roll for Norgog this time, but if I can get another round out of you guys.
Can I do a perception check to see if to see that magic being cast?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's at advantage because he's not being subtle about it, but you're also drunk, so make it just straight roll.
24.
Sure. Yeah, you see it happening.
All right.
Using the inspiration, that puts me at a dirty 20.
Nice.
Boy, so
much lower roll than previously.
this is the second 19 in a roll. So that's 26 plus 4 from Bless, plus 1d4 from Bless, right?
Right.
So I rolled a 4 on that.
Oh my god.
Nice. Goran, you were feeling
30.
A-okay.
Yeah.
I have a 6 total for Artyom, and somehow keeping in pace with Bill, went to 19.
Okay.
Not Milo. Bill is like, he's revving the engine.
I guess so. That's uncanny.
I got another 11. So
Milo
Right.
hugs the dinosaur.
So that'll be a 28 total with Bless.
Okay.
Jesus
So
Christ.
a bunch of drinkers tonight.
Oh, I did roll a natural 1 on my deception check to make it not look like I was extremely uncomfortable around this dude in the wheelchair. So trying to keep my cool, I'm like, I don't want to be around this guy at all. I guess just my
Passive?
body language.
Is there
Like,
passive insight?
There is. It is just your regular insight.
It's just
Ten-
5.
Well,
This is
10,
five.
10 plus your skill and so check. So yeah, it would be 15 for you.
What the fuck is your problem?
I don't have a problem with this. Nope.
Yeah, no, you're acting weird.
You fucking liar.
I am
Yeah.
always acting weird.
Squint.
To be fair, again, when you're acting pretty weird yourself, but no,
Shut up.
neither of you are. Hey, don't tell me to shut up. You shut up. Neither of you are acting like yourselves.
Bill, tell him I am acting how I normally act. This is
No, you aren't.
He is not
It's just
acting like he
Ellie.
normally acts. He is.
You fucking son of a bitch.
You left
Thank
me
you,
on the
Bill.
boat for 2 days. I wanted to stay, I know, but shut up. You're not acting like yourself.
So, yeah, you know it. I'm drunk, and I am just going to say it. You lost your leg, and your arm, and your eye, and it was my fault.
That was it's your fault.
Because I led you into that ambush deliberately.
I hit him.
You hit who?
Artyom.
Roll an attack roll. And
I'll accept it.
Oh, if you're just gonna stand there and take it, then no attack roll is necessary.
Okay.
Hey, shit, chill. Again one.
Oh. That's a 6 though, so that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Jesus.
Just immediate left cross.
Well, I'm glad we didn't drink at home. I guess this guy wouldn't have randomly showed up at home.
Also, I can't get to that dice right now, so whoops.
You're on brand for dropping dice.
Yep.
Once an episode.
Every session. More than once.
Hey, chill. Shit. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It's one of the biggest mistakes I ever made.
Yeah, sure. What? Again, it's come on. It's not wartime
Well-
anymore.
No, I deserve it. Yeah, I guess I led you deliberately into that ambush. It was not an accident. I was living with halflings. You were invading their lands, and so I was helping them defend it from troop transport.
Just not defending shit. That is not defending.
He's got uncomfortable real quick.
Hey, but I'm interested. I don't get drama like this at home.
He's over there eating popcorn. It's like fucking watching reality television.
Like takes her wrist, like puts it down by your side, Gandalf. Listen. We all did real fucked up shit in wartime. And it was wartime. We were all told to make decisions and made decisions that we didn't want to. So, I forgave you. This is okay.
What the hell? What do you mean you can forgive me?
I am saying it to your face. You're okay. We made decisions in war. I cannot count the number of completely terrible things that I did in that war. Towns, unnamed, burned to the ground, dead. So, and Gandalf, you can't sit here and judge him either. You and I did the same fucked up shit together for a long, long time.
I just I rolled a 1 and a 2 for my advantage on will saves. And
Okay.
so Archon's just going to legitimately start man crying right there in the bar.
Oh,
All right, this is not a
Milo
good one.
hugs him now.
Malcolm's gonna go in for a hug with our team as well. Like, oh, buddy. Don't
Yeah, you have like drunk nerd hugging you right now.
It's listen. All right, this is gotta get real uncomfortable real quickly. So I'll just say this. You, holy shit, I am drunk too. So we'll say this. You had a great time heading down south, and you fucked up. This is
Hey, I'm just gonna, I'll get you fixed up. Don't you worry about it. I'll get you. They got the metal arms. I'll
cuts
get
you
enough-
off. He cuts you off immediately and just says, they don't fucking need help. I am okay with who and where I am. Fucking stop. Stop it. I have said you're okay and that I forgive you, and that is all. That is the end of that. You've made a decision in war, just as I made decisions. And Ganowin, you too. Hit it like that. What is the point? War is over. That is where we celebrate. Ganowin, you can sit there with a scale on your face all you want to. But I was with you. I was with you when we made decisions beyond our control. I was with you when we marched into towns, into cities. I was with you. You can hold your finger up all you want to. I don't care.
we did not have a choice.
We didn't have a choice. Everyone has a choice. Everyone. You can say we
Yes.
didn't have a choice.
Follow
all
orders or die.
you did,
Very big choice.
we had a choice. You could have ran away. At any point, you could have ran away, and I know you could have. You could have gotten out there unscathed. Not a fucking officer out there could have taken you on, and you know that just as well as I do. You could have gotten away, but we didn't. We followed orders. Weaker men then than we are now, and that is okay. That is what life is. We grow. Artyom. It's okay. I am okay. You
I don't know what to say.
you don't have to say anything. You've said what you've had to. Make your peace with you and the rest of them that wasn't as lucky as I was. That's on your conscience, and that's your price to pay. But it's not on me or anyone else. Gandalf. To pass judgment. Out of us three here. We're all part of that war, in one way or another. And maybe some of your friends here also part of the war. I don't know. Us three were, and we all made decisions.
Nah.
Terrible, fucked up decisions we are going to have to live with. Made either by people that were above us, and gave us little choices, or by loyalties. Other decisions were made. I'm okay with this. But I have made a decision. But I am not going to let that peace or any of this hold me back. And if you do the same, you are making a mistake. So, if it does not matter to either of you, unless we are going to get a real fucking bar brawl going on right here, right now, because I have been dying to scrap a little bit. I got 2 wheels and a fucking fist that still hits as hard as it does the day you met me. So, unless we want to start that. Hey? Yeah?
Gonna arc an eyebrow at Gandalin.
That? Yeah.
In the-
This is what I used to. Just shut up. And let's keep drinking.
If you want to get frustrations out, bar brawl might be fun.
Will. They have been working on a spinning maneuver. It's not perfected yet, but as the night goes on, we'll see.
Nah.
Just rub your shoulders real quick. Back to drinking. You guys drink throughout the night at your various levels of drunkenness. Go ahead. If you have something to do, stop me. I'm not trying to curtail anything that might be happening. Are there any other conversations or anything that would like to be said to any of the parties, NPCs, other PCs, to Norgog, to Garamel, to Merrick, or an inter party at all? While you're at Steve's.
That depends who goes down when.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I would like to determine this. We'll do this one final roll. Norgog is out. I'm going to say Artyom and Gainwin cannot keep pace. And with the conversation with Merrick, he is also withdrawing. And you're having this conversation up to the side. So this is going to be between Bill, Melgrim, Gorham, and Milo. Okay.
Inspiration Milo. He just said it.
Okay. Very well.
Damn it.
Milo, you have inspiration once more. Gorham and Melgrim, you still have bless. And I would like a roll for Bill as well.
Bill got
22 from Milo.
15.
Got a 15 plus 7.
God damn.
Oh, fuck.
4.
And then
Oh yeah,
I
roll
rolled
your
a
D4.
Yeah.
plus 1. Hell yeah,
Oh
brother.
shit.
So 15, 22, 23. Melgrim?
That is in all total 31.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I rolled a 19.
That's horrifying.
Nice.
And then I rolled a 4 on the blast die. I don't know how.
You literally rolled double Bill this time. You're not gonna let him get you a second time.
Milo, is that with your inspiration dice?
Yeah, the 22 was with inspiration.
Okay. Crowley, unfortunately, Milo, just not being a practiced drinker, falls short. Bill falls short, stops drinking, says, I have to go back on this car right after I have to stop right now. Otherwise, I won't be able to throw up in a cup like you. I'll fill up the car itself, yeah.
The goal isn't to get Milo to win, it's to make them go further than they need to.
At this point, they did. Gorham
Just tell
and
me
Melgrim,
They go down.
I'm going to say, for the sake of this, no one is going down.
Yeah.
But they are
the first time-
withdrawing.
For the first time in all of our parties drinking, you're probably seeing Milgram pretty fucking sloshed. Like, oh, right.
Yes, my boys. Oh, you're unstable, the lot of you. It's probably best we get you back to the room. All right. Well, Miss KJ, Do you mind taking us back? All right, yeah. Let me go in the car. JJ goes and brings the car around. Merrick says,
Beauty, where are you staying? What are you staying?
yeah, I'm just staying at a little tavern down in the lower districts. Nothing too expensive.
We are over at the Chateau Mimic if you want to hang out.
Yeah, sure. I'll be around the city. You guys just let me know.
No, I mean if you wanted to sleep there tonight.
Well, you see, I would. It sounds like a good time, but there is a little blonde staring at me across the bar, so I think I will go say hello.
Yeah. Well, good thing they didn't get that old third leg.
Ugh.
I'm just completely without any type of like style or subterfuge or anything. I'll turn to the woman that's looking at me and just thumbs up, like yeah.
Yeah. You're cramping my style, man. Come on. Anyways.
Gorham's gonna pat Milo on the back. You put up a good fight, lad, but I can't keep up with the dwarves. And as he's laughing, he's leaning further back, and he just falls out of his stool.
Crowley leans back and says, "Look, I'm Gorham." Oh no.
Oh, you're funny up there, huh, Mr. Tall Man?
I think we're about the same height we usually are. Me sitting, you there.
Don't you talk about my brother like that, mask man.
All right, stand up. You can come over here and tell me twice.
Ah,
Don't hurt your microphone.
He's good talking to you. And to the rest of you, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's good seeing you two again, though. Maybe we'll get together again, get a lunch or something. Yeah, don't plan on sticking around for too long, but there's a lot to see in the city, so.
Yeah.
I will do the whole stand up, like, oh yeah, and pat him on the shoulder, and then just kind of lean in and tell him thank you. Just leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna help these guys get to the
Yeah,
table.
I'm going to try to stand. Oh.
Merrick grabs your hand on his shoulder, like this, and just says, yeah. You didn't need my forgiveness, but maybe don't carry it around so much. It'll cloud your head. And if you're taking care of these people as you did take care of us a little bit beforehand, well, you'll need a clear head, yeah?
Nah, I get big muscles. I can carry a lot.
Nah, they're not that big. Don't flatter yourself.
I'm just gonna look between him and the blonde and just not say anything else and knock over a table as I try to walk away.
Oh, shit.
Your various states of drunkenness load up into the rusty bullet now, as it has now been deemed.
I would like to throw up into the abyss.
Yeah, I straighten up everything behind them.
List,
Like,
you can check that off of.
Roll
I
a
wanna throw up into the abyss of Shard.
roll a d10 for me.
A D10.
Or the percentile dice to see where it lands.
One,
if
or
it's
you want
anything.
percentile?
Just a d10.
Do you want me to say it out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
6.
6. You go to throw up off into the abyss, and there's you see probably about 60 feet below you,
Nice.
a gargoyle that was flying by just splatters across his toes. What in the hell?
I think it is a rusty bullet. Perfect.
You guys drive off towards Chateau Mimic and make your way. Erish has fallen asleep. Kaushik sound asleep as well. And as you all sort of stumble in there. Some of you go to fall, and just random like bits of furniture grow arms and stabilize you as you do and pick you back up, and like as you make your way to your beds. Before you
I will
go ahead.
If that thing catches me a couple of times, I will probably try to fall forward and see if he will crowd surf me.
Catches you with one arm and just stands you back up. It doesn't crowd surf you.
Damn it. Worth a shot.
Does anybody else have anything to say before I start with a bit of a monologue here?
Monologue it up, Doug.
My sleep is racked with nightmares, and that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Yo, same. Wait, no, I can't dream. Shit. I can have memories.
Ha!
I'll have memories.
Yeah, wait a minute.
The bad memories.
Are you really Kalashtar?
Damn, suspicious over there.
I was wrong both times, guys.
It turns out I'm just a super killer human.
So the rest of you drift off. Your grandfather, Garamel, kind of takes you over, helping you sit down if you need it, and sort of hands around. He says, "Hey boys, the spell won't last forever, so it was good seeing you. It really was. Makes my heart smile just sitting here, seeing the two of you doing good in the world. I miss you and I love you both. Come back. And listen, I know your journeys are going to take you places that you don't necessarily need to be, so if you find them taking them to under home, well, I'll be there to help. But you're not going in there without me. There are untold horrors in there, and if my father was scared of them, then you should be too. But for another time. Sort of rocky hands grab each of you by the sides of the face and the beards. Hey, you look so good, and you found yourself a mostly good group of friends. So,
Aye.
I'll see you soon, yeah. Come back and see me. And your father. He wants to see you too. He's busy, you know he is. So.
We will. Tell him we said hello.
Aye, I'll tell him you said more than that. He'll be one to hear from you. Well, I don't want to just crumble the pieces right here in front of you. It might make it more, well, make it more serious than it needs to be. I don't need to do that. So I'm gonna go try to place these people's bricks back where I pulled them from, and see you next time.
Right before he leaves, you just see Archelm in the background, and he's stark naked, going, "Look, everyone, Bill's got more clothes than me now."
I guess it's kind of cold in here. I can't really feel temperature in here. So, but anyways. Hey. Boys, you take care of each other. You watch each other's back. Keep your friends. Friend is worth 100 soldiers standing at your back, so keep them close. Keep each other close. I love you. This sort of brings you both in for a hug.
I love you too, Papal.
Too, grandfather.
All right, well, let me get back to that, and he just crumbles into stone and rocks onto the floor right there.
Oof.
Ah, shit, I didn't make it, did I? You just see, like, part of the mouth moving on the ground. It's,
not quite.
Well, I'm okay at home, just so you know. This doesn't, there's no indication of how I'm doing here. This is just the end of the spell, so don't worry.
The sound of
That's it. However, as everyone is fading off to sleep, unless there's anything else anybody would like to do.
y'all all falling asleep to the sound of Milo splashing water on the ground as he bottoms up a giant glass of water.
You're probably the last you'll hear of Archelm is him and Bill arguing that I need to put pants on, and that why does it matter? I cuddled up with you when you didn't have pants for years.
Crowley. As you drift off to sleep, and darkness takes your vision, you find yourself in a very familiar dream to begin with. Dust surrounding you in a home that is just a shell of what it used to be, full of life and full of love. Dust is everywhere, and you find yourself walking along this dusty path. In front of you, you see this road turn into a crossroads. Turning into a crossroads of your history and your past behind you. This ashen road that has happened time and time again, that you've experienced so many times. And as you go through it, you begin to come to a crossroads. As you come to this crossroads, there's a couple of more paths hanging out. There are multiple paths, one to your left that resembles a rocky road, gravel in its appearance, sort of winding off. And at this crossroads, to your right, you see something different. All right, well, that's not working out, so we're just going to go with this. You see to your right a road that is not quite formed all of the way. It is hard to perceive. On the other side of that, a road that is shifting unnaturally and unhuman. And in the middle of this crossroads, a figure is standing. Stark white face and featureless. Standing taller than you by several feet. Your feet just sort of soundlessly hitting the ashen road below you. You walk up to this, well, I'll ask you, and it is in your hands. This figure is currently standing in the middle of the crossroads, and you see, all you can see from this distance is bone white features, a face with no sort of expressions, vaguely humanoid. And they are just standing there and waiting, it looks like. What would, I apologize, I'm trying to do something cool, but it's not really working out in my favor right now. But what would you like to do?
I'll approach the bone white figure.
Okay. Yeah, it's not working out in my favor. Sorry, guys. Was gonna be cool. Not gonna be cool now. I'll just keep my screen black at the moment. As you approach the figure, do you say anything?
Why are you here? Why are you destroying the path?
I destroy no path. I present a new one.
In exchange for what?
You have so many faces. Intriguing. You have looked into the void, and one has looked back. One has seen your mind and your plans. One seeks vengeance. One seeks vengeance upon those who have cast one into nothingness. One will help you on your journey. And one will see one's vengeance become reality. One will make them faceless as they have made one.
If you have truly seen what lies behind this mask, then you understand what I'll do to reach the end of that road.
I picked you because I know you'll go to the lengths that one would. One sees the desire that one has itself.
But only me, it cannot touch the other.
One can spare the other.
Was that a can or can't?
One can spare the other.
Crowley, I don't know how he appears, perhaps as his old self, but he'll like peel away, like, you know, the mask. He knows there's a mask on his face, even though it doesn't seem like it. He'll peel it away and toss it, just cast it aside. Then you know my answer. Me alone.
The figure grabs the mask off the ground as you toss it aside, looking at it, rubbing its long, distorted fingers across the expressions of it.
One is intrigued by the many faces, and the many faces will be necessary.
The figure presses the mask against your face, and as it does, its hand does not stop. Its hand dives into the mask. You see what looks to be something crawling into your face from your perspective. As one arm goes in, the other goes in as well and pulls the rest of its form inside of your mask.
One will make use of your many faces. One will have its vengeance. And you, your desires filled.
As you stand there at the crossroads, eventually goes to black and darkness. Crowley, I would like you to add to your character sheet Mask of the Faceless, please. It is a item on D&D Beyond that you should be able to add. Sorry, the costume didn't go so well, guys. I was trying to get something going on, but it failed me there at the last moment. But what can you do?
Valiant effort.
Anyways, with that, as Crowley's Vision fades back to black into his dream. We will end tonight's session. So, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for playing with me. As always, !charity, !Kickstarter in the chat, please. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. Thank you for any follows that we may have gotten. I wasn't really looking at chat or anything like that, but if you haven't, follow us. It helps us out a lot. And we need to do a raid. We are live we are Hard Knock Dice. We are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Mondays we do Ghost of Saltmarsh, DM by this guy right over. Yep, I pointed the right way the first time. This guy right over here. We do on Wednesdays we do various and sundry D&D things, building maps, stuff like that. And then on Saturdays we do this with Across Eberron. So come by, hang out with us. We're having a grand old time. Thank you guys again for playing with me, and let's look for a raid. Any other announcements or anything while I mistakenly wasn't setting up the raid yet again? Okay, wonderful. Let's raid TPK roleplay.
Everybody check out the Kickstarter.
Check out Brittany's Kickstarter. She's got badass pins. They are black and gold.
And stickers.
And holographic stickers. Go check them out. She is halfway there. Go look at the badass pins and put them on something cool. And it's like, bring your friends into D&D with these pins. Stick them onto them and tell them they cannot not play D&D with these pins. So anyways, we're going to raid TPK roleplay. Everybody ready up. We'll see you guys next time. Much love. Bye.
Bye.
It's a weird Skype